first map, get lost now with no extract. Like, look, that's all me. Got my number, don't call me. We eating up, that's all beef. You freezing up, that's y'all's team. Cause we don't really lose no more. All about heating up, leaving that cold. You can see beating up, killing that show. I ain't about giving up, no. Nah, cause they don't want it with me. Look, you gotta cry with me. Look, cause y'all don't want it with me. If you start a fire with me, then you never gonna stop me. Ayy, sound the alarm. We about to go on. You getting it wrong. Time to go off. Can't hold us back. Truth hurts, you always that. My truth lurks till y'all collapse. Now scoop first where your homies at. Come my team with me right now. My team so mean right now. But what you mean y'all out? It's time to weed y'all out. Okay, we coming back with a vengeance. Time to go start your engines. What is this thing y'all mention? Time for y'all stop pretending, Nah, y'all can't do that. Where your crew at? Y'all can't do that. Nah, where your crew at? Love, man, cause now you alone. Yeah, get out of my zone. Man, cause now you alone. Love, get out of my zone. Nah, cause they don't want it with me. Look, you gotta cry with me. Look, cause y'all don't want it with me. If you start a fire with me, then you're never gonna stop me. Nah, cause they don't want it with me. Look, you gotta cry with me. Look, cause y'all don't want it with me. If you start a fire with me, then you're never gonna stop me.
Look at my shine with the glow. This is my time with it though. This is my time to be way at the top. Me and my guys gon' pay out the block. I don't look like boss. Time's right, and I know the sea is walking in the limelight. Promise you gon' wanna watch like a sci-fi. My guys are high risers, high tide. My crown if you come to my side. I pledge allegiance for lifetime. My squad connected like Wi-Fi. We grind and you see the highlights. This my life. It ain't a game now. Me and you, we ain't the same now. Lions coming out to play now. Opposition out the way now. Out of the way. You wasn't invited. Say you come to play. I dare you to try it. You don't wanna try me. Then step up to my team. Yeah, out of the way.
loosen up, that's y'all's team. Cause we don't really lose no more. All about heating up, leaving that cold. You can see.
Won't stop going till a player on top know it. Rooftop penthouse suite. If you really want it, gotta own it. Fight through it, we was at the lowest. Blood, sweat, tears, the components. Riding all year, now's the moment. We are not friends, we are opponents. Yeah, I'm coming for mine. Yeah, I'm making a play, the game on the line. Yeah, I've been on the grind. Yeah, I jump in the spot, I made it my time. Yeah, look in the sky. Yeah, the stars align, no shade to shine. Can't stop it already. Emotional work and devotion, we put in this time. Look.
You won't stop my stride. I'll just break your line. I don't tolerate wasted time. You take us down, keep fighting.
Hello and good evening to everyone. My name is Jules and I'm with my casters, my beautiful partners, Fasha Bani. On today we have Snapdragon Pro Series for ESL for the game of Asphalt 9. So, how are you, Fasha?
I'm good. I'm super excited. This is the second series of Snapdragon Pro Series Asphalt 9 Legends, where every Legends is looking to find out if they are the champion of the game of Asphalt 9. Have you seen the players fight before this, Fuse?
Yeah, I've seen some of them, but what can we say? All of them is a great players, come from all of Asia Pacific. So tonight will be the grand final, all of them. But we have two divisions of the game. We have iOS and also Android. We have 4 top players from each of the group to be competing tonight.
Yes, sir. And I think it would be amazing if we can actually sum it up everything and tell to everybody how the formats of the Snapdragon Asphalt 9 Legend is all about. First of all, if they want to actually participate inside Snapdragon Pro Series, they have to compete in the qualifiers inside the app itself. And there are types of tracks that they have to actually compete, and the one who is at the top with the best time will be going into the open finals. On the other hand, like as Fuse has said, each and every single app has different type of qualifiers. For example, like iOS, they have their qualifiers. For Android as well, they have their own qualifiers. And I like that. We have division from each and every single medium from iOS as well as Android, because everyone can definitely have the opportunity to be the winner in their own division.
Yes, that's the opportunity that they have for tonight. And let's see the open Android bracket. We have 4 players. We have Mion, Miyanori, Notion, and RPM Hide. They're gonna be fight. Mion gonna be fighting Miyanori, and also Notion gonna be fighting RPM Hide for tonight.
Yes, sir. Some of the names are very familiar. Even last season, we even saw RPM Hide being the one and ultimate player for the Snapdragon Pro Series Asphalt 9 Legend, and I'm superly amazed that he is back again to get the title for himself, Fuse.
Yes, so this is the best about Asphalt 9, because everyone can try to compete again for 2 seasons. We have 2 seasons of Asphalt 9 Legend for Snapdragon ESL. So, what do you think about the competition?
I think because I've already seen how RPM Hide has already performed last season, I think he is definitely going to be amazing for this qualifying round as well. But on the other hand, we want to check out how they actually compete and qualify themselves inside the open finals. Whereas we can see Mion, when he qualified himself, it was on the track of Buenos Aires cross-round rivals with 1 minute 24 seconds clock. On the other hand, RPM Hide was able to qualify on the track of New York Urban Exodus with 1 minute 44 seconds on the clock. On the other hand, Notion on the track of Scotland, the Freedom Route, 1 minute 57 on the clock, and Mia Nori on the track of Nevada, the Narrows, on the minute of 1 and 32 seconds. Fuse, if you see from the types of time as well as the tracks they already compete as well as qualify themselves, which will actually stand out in your eyes, Fuse?
For me, what I can say is we can see Mion and Miyanori. Can you see Mion and Miyanori? We have the shortest time between all of the 4.
Exactly.
But they have on like different tracks.
Yes.
They on the different tracks. But let's just see what's going to happen tonight for both of the players and also all the players, because we're gonna see the track list for match 1 on the Android platform. We have San Francisco, Street of San Francisco. We have Himalayas on the cliffhanger, and also Auckland on the starting grid.
Oh, I like this. Street of San Francisco, a lot of very, very narrow ride as well as curve that they have to be careful, especially a lot of obstacle they have to also control. Himalayas cliffhanger, they gotta be careful on the cliff side because you might actually jump to your own death. On the other hand, Auckland back again to the city. I'm loving it. Starting grid again, we're back again at a very, very narrow curve as well as the Hidden City with the obstacle. Nevertheless, the one map that I definitely will very, very careful about is definitely the Himalayas. Like I said, if you jump too narrow or too very straight or maybe to the left side of your curve, you might end up to your own death of the cliffhanger. So hopefully they'll be able to do a great job at that track itself. But what about you, Fuse? Which track will be the most hardest map for you?
But for me, I agree with you.
Really?
I agree with you. Yeah.
Oh,
but
nice.
but every map have their own obstacle, have their own difficulties, and also have their own advantage. But let's see for the qualifier 1, Open Android. Let's just see Mion, RPM, Hide, IDZ, and also Miyanori is in the same group.
Oh my god, this is actually the first qualifier. The reason why they actually qualified themselves. During the first qualifier inside the game itself, Mion, RPM, Hide, as well as Miyanori had actually qualified in the same track. But on the other hand, the one who qualified inside this track was only Mion because like we already said on the format itself, each track we have to pick only 4 players or 1 from each of the 4 tracks for the qualifiers. So Mion was the only one who was able to qualify with 1 minute 24 seconds clock Fuse.
Yeah, so we're gonna see the next one after this, but you're gonna see RPM Hide also have the best seconds. We have 1.31 second, but this is qualifier 4 for the second group. We have Mion, we have RPM Hide, and also Miyanori is the one selected for this group because Mion and also RPM Hide have been qualified.
Yes, exactly. I agree because the fact is, like you already stated, Fuse, that everybody has a chance to qualify in every single track. There was 4 tracks and 14 players were actually registered inside it, and each and every single track we only pick 1. And fortunately, Mion and RPM Hide was already qualified in other tracks they already played, and Miyanori was given an opportunity to say like, hey, you also qualified as well. So we take another player from the track that without the players who already qualified from the different kind of track. And I think this is going to be super because we keep on getting a lot of best players from each track, Fuse.
Yeah, so tonight we're going to see all the remaining players fighting with each other to get to the grand final and also to the semi-final. But for this, the tracks in Nevada, the Narrows, for the qualifiers. But tonight we're going to see what map they going to play.
Yes, sir. So far, I'm looking at the stack itself is very wonderful. RPM Hide doing a wonderful job, but it's very tight, just like you said. Mion and Miyanori, when we see how they are stacks with their own time when they qualified on that track, it's quite very tight within each other. The gap is very, very, very small for them to actually figure out. But as you also stated as well, tracks are different. They have different kind of obstacle, they have different kind of curb as well as slope for them to actually conquer. So I'm interested to see like if the time really actually show their own ability to fight, or will the tracks does not actually relate to their own skill, Fuse.
Yeah, so we're gonna shout out to our sponsors today. We have the one and only Snapdragon Elite Gaming, and when winning matters. So they are the main sponsors for the event tonight. And also we have the second one, we have Monster Energy Drink.
Yes,
so
sir. Definitely, we have to be thankful. Without them, this event will not be held, and giving the opportunity as well as platform to all the players to win some money. I mean, who would have thought? If you play games, you just want to relax, you want to chill a little bit. Like, you know, I like games actually. For example, such as different kind of games, and for example, that guys are really into cars, right? I'm definitely you gotta agree on that. Guys are really into cars, right? And for me, I have a little bit slow info or lack of information of cars, but I do love cars. I love seeing beautiful cars and the sound of their engines and stuff. So when we play Asphalt 9 Legend, it's like we have that car on our own, right? And not only that, when we play for our having fun, we are able also to actually compete and get some money while playing games, Foos. So that's a great opportunity, isn't it?
Yeah, and also it's on your mobile phone. So, to all the viewers on Twitch and also on Facebook, probably more on Twitch, Snapdragon Match Prediction, cast your vote in the Twitch chat. In the Twitch chat, I'm so sorry, in the Twitch chat. So, gonna see who's gonna win tonight. Spam the chat, boys. Spam the chat.
Yes, exactly. You might predict the one that you think may win. And I feel like if you can predict people who can win, I think you can predict the future of myself as well. Because I want people to predict if I can be the millionaire the next future on. Come on, man. Seriously. I need somebody who can actually see the future. Can you see the future, Fuse?
I don't know about that, but for me tonight, we're gonna see the future of one of the players gonna be the grand
I
in the
like
grand
that.
finals, and also want to be the champion for the Snapdragon Pro Series Asphalt 9 Legends.
Yes, make sure to like and share this stream, guys. Give a hyped up for all of our players who will be fighting for the Android as well as iOS bracket and winning the prize for the end of the game itself. This is the Snapdragon Elite or Snapdragon Pro Series Asphalt 9 Legend, and we are super excited. Can't wait for the first round to begin. Who would it be? Actually, we saw Mion just now, right? And he will be fighting with Notary, so I'm super excited to see what's gonna be like. On the other hand, as I already said to you, Fuse, where last season RPM Hide was just superbly amazing on the track. So I'm also looking forward to see if he can bring back how he was doing well during the first season, coming back to the season number 2. What about you, Fuse?
But for me, because Hide has become one of the pro players in season 1, so he's coming back in season 2 better than ever.
Yeah.
So that's what we said, because it's an open championship. It's open tournament. Everyone can try to apply. Everyone can try to compete to get into the qualifiers and also get into the grand final. But Hide is one of them.
Yes, definitely.
Hide is one of them. Hide is one of the players that try to compete, and now he's into the semi-final. He's into one of the qualified to get to the grand final, or also to be the champion of this series.
Exactly. Super excited to see. Or maybe because we see on the top of the list, we had Mion, who had the best stats ever. And let's just put aside the track side. You know, we keep on talking about how the tracks are different. Some players, maybe they are better at that track, but putting all of those aspects aside, let's put on the timeline. How can a player do as fast as furious inside their own game itself, inside that track itself, to actually beat each and every single player to the qualifiers? Fuse, what do you think about that?
But for me, it's all about his capabilities and also his passion on the game. That's the most important. But right now, let's focus on the screen. We have match 1 for the tracks list. For the first one, again, we have San Francisco, Street of San Francisco. We have Himalayas, Cliffhanger, and also Auckland starting grid. So the person, for the viewers that didn't try to get to see the map, so this is it. We're gonna see the first match. We have Miyanori versus Mion. So they are trying back to back. Nitros is on right there. That's the drift for the Nitros refill. So we're gonna win.
Yes. He missed a little bit of that nitro, but it's okay. He's still boosting up with every single side. And he's gonna actually.
Nice.
No. He almost able to actually crash down Mion, but I think Mion already able to be crashed out. Was it? No. A little bit failure to actually missed out and crashed out Mion straight away. But Mion, without hesitation, was able to pick himself up, and right now he's leading up, Fuse.
Yes, we're gonna see. The 360 is happening there. So a little bit of drift, and the nose is spraining up. We're gonna see who's gonna win this game. Maybe this is the last circle, but and I'm so sorry. It's not the circle. It's the last laps. But we're gonna see Mion with the drift. Gonna see the hyper drift, and also Mion at the back.
Yes, looking so good right now. At the moment, Mion at the first place.
I'm so sorry. Mion is the first place.
Even though he was trying to actually crash it out, it was a failure. And now, because of that situation, he is already slowing down the gap. But right now, he's chasing up. He's boosting himself back again. Hopefully, he's able to... he didn't actually go in for the nitro. Missed out another opportunity. He keeps on figuring out, trying to actually catch up with Mion. But in the end, it's slowing himself down for use.
Yes, they're going to see what's Miyanori going to do to catching up with Mion in front. Nitros is in. We're going to see if he can get the hyper. That is a nice roll over there. Double roll on the jump ramp. And we're going to see if he can go to cross the finish line in front for sure.
Ooh, just a little bit more. And right now, Mion is not even having any difficulty despite he was actually been crossed over, but he still maintains. But right now, Miyanori is able to catch up little by little. He's going to use his boost, that last push to actually push it out, but unfortunately not going to be enough. Going into the tunnel, but a little bit slide off, making sure that he will not be crashed by the tunnels. But now, he used the ramp with that, beautiful 360 rolls right there. But unfortunately, Mion wins the game himself with 2 minutes, 8 seconds on the clock.
Yes, just the difference of 1 second, 2.08 second. Mion got the first point for this match. We're gonna see the second map of today. We have the cliffhanger, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, yep, definitely. Only 0.9 seconds that actually defies between Mion as well as Miyanori. But nevertheless, a great well done job by Mion. Even for the first game, is looking so good, Fuse.
Yes, we're gonna see both of them neck by neck, but you're gonna see a little bit of accident happening there, but he's trying to catch up. And this is where it's happened. We're gonna see the 360 and also trying to catching up with the drift and also with the barrel roll, and this under the tunnel. What happening, Fasha?
Oh, too bad that we actually missed out the highlight where even the beginning rounds that the player was trying to actually fight off, Mion was being pushed to the side, but Mion was able to avoid the crash. If he was crashed at that moment, it could have been the end, and Miyanori was able to actually be the one who lead up the track. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. Mion was able to push back, and I think that was a great tactic coming in from Mion. So it seems that, like we said, it's not just about the fast and furious or the track itself. It's all about what you said, the skills and the passion of Mion himself, and he's amazing. A great well done job to evade those crash coming in from Miyanori. But wow, that could have been worse if it didn't actually happen to the side of Mion himself.
Yes, but we're gonna say Mion both of them gonna have the good reflect inside the game. But we're gonna see the second track. We're gonna have Himalayas cliffhanger. But we see Mion winning the first match in San Francisco. So we're gonna go to the mountain.
Ooh, looking good so far. I'm looking excited to see how it's going to be like on Himalayas cliffhanger. So far, so good from those tight corners. Mion doing wonderful job despite trying to be taken down by Miyanori, but yet he able to penetrate through that obstacle and going in to be the first person to win that first ride. But on the other hand, Himalayas. Now, here's the thing. It's not a tight track. It's really not a tight corners. It's more to open space, and it's very dangerous if you go in for that same tactic, just like how Miyanori is.
Yes.
And as I already said, if you go into the other side or you overstep your borders, you might drown yourself into the cliffhanger side. Hopefully, it does not happen to Mion, because so far at the San Francisco streets of San Francisco, he was doing so well, Fuse.
Yes, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen on the mountain. But what the people say, what happened on the mountain, stay on the mountain.
I like that.
Yes, what happened on the mountain, stay on the mountain. But we're gonna see the second race between Mion and Miyanori right now.
Yes, all right. Will Miyanori do the same thing? Oh, he is going again. He's trying again. He's trying to crash down Mion straight away, but no. Unfortunately, Mion, a great, well done job evasion. I'm impressed. I'm definitely impressed on how his ability. But on the other hand, this is a mistake coming. Oh! He crashed. He crashed. Unfortunately, he crashed Mion. That second attempt was able to take down Mion straight away, Fuse.
Yeah, so Miyanori is right in front right now. So Mion is still there. What just happened? What is that?
A little bit of glitch right there, Fuse.
No, this is going to be a great match. But we see Miyanori is in front. Mion just have an accident, knocked down by Miyanori. So maybe this match going to go for Miyanori?
Maybe, who knows? So far right now, he's leading up for that first place point. On the other hand, right now, he's catching up for those tides, air drift, as well as the boost up. Mion, on the other hand, I think even though the first time he tried to evade it, the second time was not on his luck side. And like I said, this is a cliffhanger. Tight side like the San Francisco is easy for you to avoid it. But when it comes to the Himalayas areas, it's not going to be easy because it's an open space. You might get down into the cliff and go back to the side, and making sure that maybe Miyanori will be winning this round. Who knows? Or maybe Mion have something up his sleeve to get up all those boosts. Because so far, I see Miyanori, some of those nitros has been left out. But right now, it's like he's flying in the air.
Yes, he's using the nitros to cruise around on the track. But we see right now both of the players still trying to get to the front of each other to get to the finish line with the best point, with the best time possible.
Unfortunately, a little bit back off from that gaps as well as the distance that Mianori has already left behind for Mion. Unfortunately, this is going to be the second lap, so I think the win will be to Mianori if Mion does not do something right here, right now. Because so far, we are almost at that near end track and Mion still being left behind. And
Yeah.
that was it. Just like I said, we predicted, I think I can see the future now. But anyway, congratulations to Minori for the second track. He won with 2 minutes 40 seconds on the clock, and Mion on the other hand with 2 minutes 17 on the clock. And this is the crash. It was just superbly done by Mianori. First attempt on the San Francisco was not able to do so, but for the second track, he was able to get it. So second times is a charm.
Yes, that's the replay, but maybe you're gonna see that this is the real replay. We're gonna see the 360 is coming on, but this is the first map, I think. So both of the players right now 1v1, 1 point for each of the players. So they're gonna go for the next track, the last track for the day.
Oh, looking very, very tightly between these two players. So far, they're doing great. But on the other hand, this is it. This is the highlight that
This is the highlight.
Yeah, that was the highlight where they knocked down Miyanori. Second time's the charm. He wanted to do as fast as furious, making sure that he might be able to take down Mion straight away because he knows that he made a lot of mistakes during the first track at San Francisco. So Himalayas was his only opportunity. But back again to tight corners. We're back again to the Auckland where it's going to be the city side again. Will Mion be able to practice again and enhance back his skills when it comes to tight corners inside a city, or will Miyanori do the same attack to crash Mion inside the Auckland city, or is it gonna be a different kind of state when it comes to the third track? What do you think, Fuse?
So we're just gonna see both of the players gonna show their best skills, best reflect, and best possible routes to get to the finish line. So we're gonna go for Auckland with the starting grid tracks.
Yes,
So what we're gonna see, who's you gonna think gonna win?
I don't know, man. It's really tough. And like I said, Mion has the best skill inside the Cityville. But on the other hand, it seems that Miyanori is much more aggressive. And if he can put that aggression to the right spot and at the right time, he might be able to do the second attempt to crash Mion straight away inside the city of Auckland. But then again, we saw how it happens on the city of San Francisco. It wasn't doing so good and Mion was able to evade that. So if Auckland side, Mion was able to evade again at the beginning of the rounds, it might be a win for Mion. But then again, right now, we are starting out for the third round of the night. Hopefully, Miyanori knows what he's going to do to crash it out. But Mion is already leading with a great boost right now. A little bit of obstacle coming in, and he missed out the nitro, but it's okay. He will be catching up using the 360 right now. But unfortunately, he got the boost as well for himself, but still not enough to chase after Mion. Mion is making sure that he will not be evaded at the beginning of round, and I think this is a great opportunity because the fact is Mion was struggling at that second round because of those crash.
Yeah, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen on the last track for the night. We're gonna see Miyanori is at the back trying to catch Mion in front, but all the drift, all the boost right now, he is needed to get to the front. Mion is still trying to control all the best possible routes with the roll, barrel roll. That's nice.
Nice, very beautiful. Beautiful landing for that shot as well. But now both of them got nitro, were boosting up themselves. Still not enough to actually catch up. But Miyanori still trying to do his best to catch up to Mion.
Yeah, that's a nice drift. But right now, they need to be careful and also not to crash into anything because they also have to get the nitros. They also have to get the nice barrel and also the good timing of nitros to get in front of the other team.
And look at that! We got an information that Mion is having a poor connection, but yet he's doing fantabulous inside this strike. Who would have thought, even with that ping MS fighting to fight inside this strike, he's still doing amazing job leading this strike himself, Fuse.
Yeah, so we're gonna see boost after boost, jump after jump. We're gonna see who's gonna get in front. It's a 68% by the track. So we still, Mion still in front with the boost, with the nitro, and also with all the drift to get the refill on their nitros. Oh, ooh, that's gonna, they trying to catch each other.
Yes, 20% left for the track to be finished off. This is gonna be very, very hard if Mionori does not do some miracle to chase after
barrel
Mion.
roll.
Because if this ends up with Mion leading the pack, he will be the winner for this match and moving into the grand finals. But unfortunately right now, he's gonna use the nitro. He's gonna go into the barrel roll, but still not gonna be enough to actually chase up to Mion Fuse. And the 8% left, and this track is gonna be finished with Mion as the winner for this qualifier semi-finals. And great job by Minori, but unfortunately it is all up to Mion right now to go to the grand finals.
Yeah, that's congrats to Mion. He got 2.29 seconds on the Lotus Aviha. So, Mianori, thank you for becoming one of the qualifiers and also one of the competitors going to the grand final. But Mion take the win on this one.
Yes, 1 second, only 1 second difference by Mion as well as Mianori. It's a great time gap between each other. It could have been either one of the game, but then again, like we said, unfortunately for this stripe, Mianori was not able to do the same tactic he did to Mion. If he could able to actually cool down or maybe slow down Mion's movement, crashing him a little bit by a little bit, he might be able to take him down. But like I said, when it comes to the tight city tracks as well as a great positioning with that long lines, Mianori was not able to catch up with Mion.
Yes. Inside of the city, the most important thing is trying to get use of the straight line, also all the tight curves. And also, use your nitros well, boys.
Yes.
Use your nitros well.
Use your nitro. Like my friend usually say, like, if you want to get a little bit of boost, get that nitro, man. And that's it. You gotta do it. You gotta do what you gotta do to actually boost yourself. If not, it's not gonna be easy to win the game. So hopefully Mion is already prepared to get to the grand finals. Congratulations again. But Mianori, don't worry. We'll see you again on the third match because we will be seeing them on the third and fourth matches.
Yes.
If we can be able to check out. But on the other hand, Mion, we have to wait on him to the grand final because we're looking for the next grand finalist who will be competing with Mion.
Yes, so we're gonna see who's the competing with Mion. But right now, 2.29 on the Auckland City.
2.29. A great tactics or statistic coming in from Mion from the first game as well as the third game. Second game, he wasn't doing so well because of the crash, and
Yes.
hopefully it will give them a lesson to learn. Hopefully Mion will think of himself and say, I'm not gonna be crashed again by anybody anymore, and that's something that will be put in his mind. But back again to the side of the bracket, Mion going into the grand finals. On the other hand, Mianori will see him again for the third place match, and hopefully he will do the better job on that third place match, Fuse.
Yeah, so we're gonna see Nation versus RPM Hide on the second match. So we know RPM Hide is one of the top contestants during the last season. So do you think he's gonna perform tonight?
I will put my money on him. And there's no betting, but
There's no betting.
There's no betting here.
We
Don't
cannot
worry,
do
guys.
that. We cannot do that.
We are legal. We are being legal
yes,
right now. We're
we are
being
in a healthy
professional.
environment.
But
We
if
are in a
I want to
healthy
put my
environment.
mouth or my name on the line, I will definitely put RPM. But if you guys are right now watching on Twitch or Facebook, please cast your vote, man. Seriously, you guys can cast your vote. I can't. I'm casting right now.
Yes.
So I'm casting, yet you can cast your vote at the Twitch to figure out if it's going to be Notion side or will it be on RPM Hide, the one phenomenal player who has been playing for 2 seasons already. And this is their second time to get into the grand final. So hopefully you guys know which of the players inside your eyes or in your mind who will be the winner for tonight's game. So Fuse. So far, so good for the first game. Very wonderful for the side of Mion and Mianori. But what's
Yes.
going to be like for the second match of the night?
We're gonna see they're gonna compete on the same tracks. They're gonna compete on the same track, but with different skill and different person controlling the car.
Yes.
So it's gonna be anything gonna be possible. We're gonna see knockdown. Maybe we're gonna see a good barrel roll with good 360. Maybe a 360 knockdown. Maybe we're gonna see all that. in the match after this.
Definitely. A lot of the tactics that needed to take down your opponent as well as getting ahead at the track. And that's what we saw Minoru was actually portraying at. He was trying to do as much of the tactic that he was wanting to go ahead. But on the other hand, if you want to go ahead of the community, you gotta say thank you to our sponsors because they are the one who's making up everything happen for our place as well as our own gamers to be at the top. We have to thank you to our Snapdragon Elite Gaming because without them, we would not be here right now. Because if you want to win, you got to win with the Snapdragon Elite Gaming, my friend. On the other hand, we also want to thank you to our thirst quenchers because if I'm getting thirsty and I need some boost, I need my Monster Energy Fuse.
Yeah, so unleash the beast, www.monsterenergy.com/gaming. Go to the website and also follow all the Monster Energy Facebook social media page. So without them, we cannot do all this.
Exactly.
Yes.
And right now, we're going to take a little bit break. Don't go anywhere. We're just going to take a little bit short break. And after this, we're coming back for our second match of the night. Keep on watching and keep on liking. This is the Snapdragon Pro Series Asphalt 9 Legend.
The Snapdragon Pro Series is brought to you by Snapdragon Elite Gaming and Monster Energy.
Assalamualaikum and welcome back to the Snapdragon Pro Series Asphalt 9 Legends, where legends are born right here on the racing track. You are with me, Fasha Bunny, as well as the handsome, as well as the handsome Fuse right here to be casting for the game itself. First match is already done. Mion is going up for the grand finals. Right now, we need another grand finalist to join in Mion on that grand finals, Fuse.
Yes, we're gonna see the second match of the day. We're gonna see Notion versus Apriam Hide to get to the spot versus Mion, or to going down versus Miyanori.
Yes, sir. Miyanori, a great job. Well done at that first match, but unfortunately all of the odds side out to Mion instead, and he will be going into the grand finals. But on the other hand, Miyanori still has the second chance to be at that third place if he wins that third place match, fighting with the one who loses at that second match. Like you said, Notion versus RPM Hide, and we have talked about the stats itself. So far, Mion has a great timeline for himself, a great statistic when it comes to the qualifiers. But on the other hand, Notion and RPM is not so far behind. RPM is at the second spot for this qualifier track as well. I mean, to be honest, I think RPM Hide has a great skills as well as a great potential, because as we have already seen him very familiar inside the season number 1, and hopefully he might be able to boost all those experience he had on the season 1 into season number 2.
Yes, we have the experience, we have the skill, he have the passion to get into where he has now. So we have Notion versus RPM Hide for the next. You're gonna see this is the qualifier 3. Notion get the third place behind of Mion and also RPM Hide, but Mion and RPM Hide also already qualified, so Notion gonna take the spot.
Yep, agree. And I mean, this is something interesting. I mean, despite, yes, RPM Hide was already qualified on a different track, but going back to the tactics right now, statistics so far, Notion at the same track that RPM Hide was actually qualifying as well, he was actually left down at least 1 second on the clock. And this is Notion has to be taking a little bit of notion for himself, a little bit pun right there.
Oh,
Hey, hopefully
that's
Notion,
nice.
Notion
That's nice.
has to take some notion to fight off with RPM Hide, because at the same track, RPM Hide is actually leading. So hopefully he'll be able to fight off with RPM Hide at the second match himself. But this is the track of Scotland, the Freedom Road, where Notion was able to qualify for himself to go into the open finals.
Yes, so we're gonna see it's luck or it's luck, it's skill, it's passion, it's all about the drive. But we're gonna see this is the game that making Hide get to this stage. So they are playing at New York Urban Exodus. So RPM Hide with 1.44 and also Miyanori in behind of him 1.45.
Wow.
All
Look
of them.
at Notion.
It's all of them. It's all of them. 1.45 seconds.
Oh wow, that's crazy. But then again, like I said, RPM Hide still leading or in front of Notion with 1 second on the clock. Just like how Scotland it was for the country of New York as well, or the city of New York as well. Notion is still left behind by the RPM Hide. So this is gonna be tough. Let's check out the head-to-head. How it's gonna be like between these two players. And like I said, the statistic shows himself. Notion versus RPM Hide. The best time really goes out to RPM Hide himself. Every single time we think about it, when we look at the players itself, we have to take note of his own experience. And this is something that I like I said, is a pun intended. Notion must take some notion to fight with the RPM Hide, because he's still leading at his own qualifier stack. And this is not the qualifier anymore. We're going into the open semi-finals. And hopefully he knows what it's going to be like to fight with RPM Hide.
Yes, so we're gonna see stats didn't lie. Everything that happened right now is based on stats. Though RPM Hide versus Notion, they're gonna be head-to-head on the next race. Also have the best the maps earlier, best 3 tracks. So we're gonna see who's gonna get in front and also who's gonna get to the grand final versus Mion right after this. So put your vote, guys.
Yeah.
Just predict your vote at the Twitch chat. Spam it, spam all you can, all on all the social media, especially on the Twitch chat.
Agreed. I mean, we already given you, we're literally serving you all the ideas and all the statistics input to you guys. So definitely you guys already know who's going to be the winner, right? But is what you're thinking will be the one, because sometimes unpredictable things can happen. Exactly, right?
Yes, everything happened in the game, stay in the game, but also that's gonna bring you forward. So it's gonna see who's between Notion or RPM Hide gonna get to the grand final, or also gonna get to the third or fourth match. So let's see. This is the first match between both of them, Fasha.
Ooh, okay, like I said, I am putting my mind into RPM Hide because he is definitely with a great skill as well as experience. But on the other hand, Notion suddenly comes out of the nowhere. He is leading up for this few seconds of the game.
Yes, but we cannot say much because all happening in game stay in the game. So, oh, that's a nice 360. Oh! That's what
my
we're gonna
Lord.
see. A 360 knockdown happen in the game, Fasha.
Oh my lord, we have been putting all of our hopes to RPM Hide, but little do we know, Notion has a little thing up his sleeve to crash down RPM Hide right at that instant. But right now, RPM needs to catch up. Hopefully, he'll be able to do so with those drift as well as the 360 to boost up that match.
Yes, so we're gonna see RPM Hide still trying to catch up. It's still under 35%. They're still the first lap. So what he's gonna do, what his strategy is. So he's gonna go for the ramp, or he's gonna go for the low ground, or he's gonna go for the barrel roll, or he's gonna go for the nitro boost right from the start.
Another mistake that I've seen from RPM Hide is that he's missing a lot of those boosts.
Yes.
So if you want to actually boost yourself, you want to actually go ahead and catch up, the nitro boost is very, very crucial to boost in yourself.
Oh, and the 360 in front. We see Notion is really, really stable in front, still going to the finish line, not gonna wait for RPM Hide by at the back. So the drift, boost, nitros, all is out. So who's gonna get the win? But it's still too far for RPM Hide.
Yes, 30 seconds or 30% left for the track to be finished, and still we are seeing Notion leading up, and what a great 360 flash right there with the fight to hold on to the strike. But unfortunately, with 20% left of the track to be finished off, I think the win can be seen to the Notion side. RPM Hide, unfortunately, the mistake coming in from the beginning, it's always like that. If you make a little bit mistake from the beginning of the match itself, it's giving you a lot of difficulty. But congratulations to Notion, the one who we never thought it was gonna be a great success. He was able to win the first match itself between RPM Hide.
Yes, the accident happened, making him 3 seconds late. So with 2.110 seconds, Notion get the first win on the first track. So no worries, we still have 2 more tracks gonna happen right after this. We're still gonna have cliffhanger, but let's see the replay, Fasha.
Yes, I want to see how I'm sure they have the.
Ooh,
They
yes,
have it.
this is it.
They have the highlight, beautiful highlight right there by our production. Thank you so much. And it was a great job. It was really a great job by Notion. He knew that was the right time to knock down RPM while he was head to head. They were close to close on that ramp itself, and unfortunately, RPM was just a little bit far off behind him, and he was knocked down straight away to the edges of that ramp.
Yeah, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen on the next match. But we see Notion right now round winners with 2.10 seconds with the Lotus FVH. So this is a fully electric car.
Oh,
This is really fully electric car by Lotus.
really? Oh,
Yeah, I just
see.
read it. I just
Oh.
read it before. It's like a nice like a sports electric car.
I see. Are you interested to buy it? If I have the money,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
If I have the money. But then again, if when it comes to the hold on of the car itself, is it great to be fighting inside the track itself? Is it like, have you read it? Is it able to be easily to be controlled? Because I've actually tried out certain different cars inside the Asphalt 9. I think Lotus is actually the one of the most toughest to be controlled of, because when it comes to the gliding, sometimes it over borders, and this is what we've seen how the players are doing well. When it comes to be the lead, yes, you are great on the gliding side, but once a player tries to crash you out and you are not able to evade it, and that's what happened to Mion as well as RPM Hide on on that first track. And this is like the same repeat. It's like a deja vu. But right now, we're moving in for the second round. Will Nongshan do the same thing to RPM Hide on the same tactic that he did for the first match? Right now, we can see RPM Hide is going to lead up and he's trying to actually maybe try to crash it out a little bit. Okay, a little bit by a little bit, trying to go in close. And right now, he's going in. He's going in, but no, was not able to crash it out. But on the other hand, they both chooses the different kind of slide of the pathway for the tracks.
Yeah, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Massive barrel roll, but we're gonna see RPM Hide still in front. Oh yeah, the glitch happened again. The glitch happened again, but no worries. We'll see Notion try to catch up to RPM Hide in front, but we're gonna see they're gonna go for the ramp and also straight, no 360, just straight line, because they're gonna try to get the faster time.
Because we know for a fact, this is what I talk about when it comes to Himalaya. The cliffhanger has a very, very open space. If you over border your lines or over 30cc, turning your own car to overside, you might actually crash down because the cliff is already open. You might drown yourself or fall yourself to the cliffside or even dive into the depth of the ocean itself. But on the other hand, so far, both of them are doing well, avoiding all the crashes. But RPM right now is trying to take back all of the losses he did on the first match, and he is leading up, leaving Notion behind.
Yes, right now they're on the second laps. They're still trying to get the nitro, still trying to get the refill by doing drift, doing barrel roll, doing jump ramp. So we're gonna see what's gonna. That's what we're gonna see. Yes, that's the nice one. He's soaring through the air using his nitros.
Wow, what a great skills right there. Great tactic coming in from RPM Hide, and that was the boost up. Definitely giving more motion to the side of RPM Hide, and he's going another attempt just now, but we were a bit missing at that point. But on the other hand, great job by RPM Hide. Now, Notion, unfortunately, he couldn't actually boost up as much as possible. But he crashes. He actually goes over the line. That's what I keep on saying. Himalaya is not an easy track to hold out if you overstep your border. And right now, with 7% left for the track, RPM is leading up right now. It could be a win for him straight away. And he is just swiftly chasing up and end this track with a beautiful barrel roll.
Yes, a crash at the end, Notion. But that's
It's
okay. So RPM Hide got the win for 2.12, and also Notion coming back at the second place with 2.22.
I mean, Notion could be a little bit devastated at the end. So he was like, I'm going to crash myself. I'm so annoyed. I lost. Why did I lose to RPM Hide? So probably it was just a emotion or the release of tension that he crashes at the end. But nevertheless, don't worry, Notion. Don't be stressful. You still have one more match to go. One more track to go. That's the release of tension right there.
That's the release of tension. So we have RPM Hide with 2.12 seconds round winners on the cliffhanger. So this is the second one. One point for each players.
Yes, sir. Back again to the deja vu of Mion versus Mion.
Deja vu.
Deja vu. But then again, I wanted to say I'm still feeling that RPM Hide has finally had his own momentum. He's finally found his momentum to fight off. On the streets of San Francisco, I probably think that he wasn't expected that Notion was going to be very fearless as well as aggressive to knock him down at that ramp. And he avoided it. He literally avoided even at the Himalayas to make sure that he will not be knocked down again. And that's a great comeback as well as a great response coming in from RPM Hide. But now, moving into Auckland again to the city lights as well as the long straight lines where it's very difficult to chase up, and the only way that you want to actually cover up all the mistake you've done, you need to catch up through those tight corners. And
yes,
hopefully RPM Hide as well as Notion know what's going to happen at the Auckland map.
Yes, what I'm gonna say is use your nitros wisely and also take a good entry into your corners. Drift is good. Drift is to refill your nitros, but do it wisely because this is a tight corners. This is a really tight corner with a lot of straight lines. So boost your nitros wisely.
Yes, and use your nitro wisely as well at the right time. Because if you can use those nitro at that long straight line, you can definitely leave your opponent behind, so far behind to a point that you will be able to lead the game itself. So hopefully they know which time to push that button. Right now, ooh, look at that. RPM Hide is a little bit aggressive. Oh! Nicely done, catching up after Notion, making sure that he will not be the one who leads it up. But now both of them tying up at a great, like you said just now, using that nitro at those tight corners. And now they're using the nitro as well on the ramp side. Here it on, they're going to drift a little bit, and those tight corners again. Oh, unfortunately Notion did not use the only time that can be used for these nitros. He missed it out. RPM on the other hand using it and making sure that he's leading on this track right now.
Yes, we're gonna see RPM Hide still right in front, going through the tight corners, going on the jump ramp. A nice barrel happening right there, but also follow up with Notion, getting up on the ramp. And right now, you're gonna go for the tight drift with the nitros.
Okay, looking so good.
Looking still so good.
Not going to overcrash himself just like
This
how
is the
he
best
did.
part. This is the best part.
This is, you have to crash it out. You have to actually straightly drift all the way to the corners to make sure that you'll be able to boost all of your energy. But now it seems that, Hide able to fully charge himself. Notion on the end, he only able to charge at least a little bit of 70% of that boost himself. So still not going to be enough to chase after RPM Hide.
Yes, we're gonna see who's gonna get in front. He's not gonna go for the ramp. He just go for the straight line, not gonna get any chances on those ramp. But still, RPM Hide is still right in front of him. Still trying to get the best time, but on the ramp doing a barrel roll onto the drift and right through the nitros, and also another drift with full nitros.
Looking good. Look at that. Great tactic on the skills to make sure he used the boost at that corners, and he doesn't even overstep, making sure that he has a good control right there. But on the other hand, Notion also doing the same thing, but still not enough to catch up.
Yes, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen. We have 80% on the track, so we have at least 20% on. He's gonna go for down, but still inside the race. He's gonna go for the drift. He's gonna go for the boost. Oh! That's so high.
That was so close. That was so close. RPM Hide was a little bit too ambitious as well as too risky to actually do that barrel roll as well as the 360 barrel roll as well. But on the other hand, great job, was able to land on the right spot. But then again, to this round, it is all to the side of RPM Hide, and he wins the match straight away.
Yeah, so we have 4 seconds difference between both of the players. We have 2.30 on Hide and also Notion for 2.34. They use the same car, they use the same tracks, but they have different agenda and also skills.
Agreed. This is a great thing. The thing about it is that both of them are using the same car so that they make sure that there will not be any unfairness. Because sometimes when it comes to Asphalt, I know for a fact that if you play for a long time, you definitely have a different type of ways to upgrade your cars.
Yes.
So for me, sometimes I usually focus on the control side, making sure that I'll be able to control the speed. Because if you push on upgrading the speed instead, it's not going to be easy for you to control. But with the open finals, making sure that there is the default car to be used, so nobody has the opportunity to actually, damage or abuse the rights to use your own different car to upgrade. But nevertheless, here it is, the winner for our match number 2, semi-finals number 2. RPM Hide will be moving into the grand finals with Mion.
Yeah, so with 2.30 seconds on the clock, we have the match winners. We have RPM Hide, like I said, the powerhouse of the last season.
Agreed.
Going straight ahead to the grand final.
Experience will definitely show on the track himself. Definitely something that people might say like, it's just a game. No, it's not just a game. You got to master the game itself, and this is what RPM Hide is doing. He is portraying that you can play a game, but if you don't master it, you cannot win the game.
Yes, like I said, like Fasha said, everything that you play, you need to have a passion for it and also the willpower to get you to the grand final of the Snapdragon Pro Series for the game Asphalt 9 Legends. So, Hide versus Mion.
Yeah, looking so good. I mean, all right, now when it comes to Mion versus Hide, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna switch my prediction now.
Yeah.
Mion. I mean, I root for Hide. No, okay. Like everybody going to say like, buddy, you're switching your side easily. Are you not really loyal? No, I'm loyal, but I'm just going through the statistics. So if we go into the statistic wise, Mion has the best statistic from the qualifiers, even to the semifinals. Despite the first round, he has a little bit of glitch as well as mishap when it comes to fighting with Miyanori. But yet, when he overcome all of those obstacles for the second match and the third match, he was able to get as much as well as the time lap for himself. When it compares to RPM Hide, even from the qualifiers round of the zone tracks, it was not to be actually compared to Mion because Mion has the best one, even from the open finals himself.
So, to the all viewers out there, can you agree with what Fasha said? So, put your prediction inside the Twitch chat. Put the prediction inside all of our social media ESL. So, this is Snapdragon Pro Series for Asphalt 9 Legends. So, we see Mion and Hide going for the grand final. But more or less, Notion and also Miyanori are going to fight for the third and fourth place.
Oh my, yes.
Don't forget about them.
I will never forget
Don't
them.
forget about them.
Fuse. Oh
No,
my
don't
god,
forget
how
about
could
them.
I forget about them? The third match to decide who will actually get the third place prize for themselves. And on the other hand, we are also actually looking forward to interview the winners. Oh my
Yes.
god. I mean, I'm a little bit shy, so I hope that Fuse can lead the way to talk because I'm not really so good to speaking with guys because I'm a little bit shy, you know, a little bit like ladylike. But on the other hand, super
Hey,
excited to see.
You just rooted for him.
But I know, but I'm a little bit shy because it's like my idol in Asphalt 9 Legend. So when you meet with a legend, sometimes you go speechless, you know, like, oh my god, I'm speaking to him. And I don't know what to say, you know, like what do I ask him? Do I ask him how many times you played this game for
Yeah,
the,
you can ask that. You can
know,
ask that.
and then
Yes,
what's your
yes.
favorite game and what is your favorite
Asphalt,
car and
Asphalt.
what's your number?
Oh,
No, that's not it.
That's too personal. But we're still gonna wait for the queue to get to interview with RPM Hide.
Yes.
So this is the Snapdragon Pro Series for Asphalt 9 Legends. Those to the all viewers, stay tuned with us. We're gonna interview the winners shortly after this. So please like and share. That's the most important. Please
Yes,
put your
definitely.
prediction inside the Twitch chat, also on all on the social media. And also do support us.
Yes, definitely.
support us.
Support us
We
as
want to buy
custom-
the car. We want to buy the Lotus. We want to buy the Lotus. Actually, Fasha want that car.
Oh, definitely. I would love to have that car in my hand. Oh, and we have the update on the interview. Unfortunately, we'll not be able to talk. Okay, I'm a little bit relaxed. I'm a little bit relaxed now.
Sure, relax,
but then again, I
chillax,
feel very bad. Like,
chillax.
oh, I didn't get to talk to him. I want to hear his voice. I want to hear the man behind the wheel himself. Because sometimes people say the man inside the wheel can be very macho inside the voice himself. So, but unfortunately, we missed the opportunity. But it's okay. Right now, we're gonna take a little bit. Fuse, are you laughing at me? How could you?
No, I'm supporting you.
You're
I'm
supporting me?
really supportive right now. I'm really being supportive right now.
He's gonna get it from me right after this inside the break. Right now, we're moving in for the break side. Don't go anywhere. We'll watch for the grand finals of the match itself. Don't make sure to watch and wait, as well as like and share the stream. We'll be back with the Snapdragon Pro Series Alpha 9 Legend.
The Snapdragon Pro Series is brought to you by Snapdragon Elite Gaming and Monster Energy.
Look at my shine with the glow. This is my time with it though. This is my time to be way at the top. Me and my guys gon' pay out the block. I don't look like boss. Time's right, and I know they see us walking in the limelight. Promise you gon' wanna watch like a sci-fi. My guys are high risers, high tide. My crown if you come to my side. I pledge allegiance for lifetime. My squad connected like Wi-Fi. We grind and you see the highlights. This my life. It ain't a game now. Me and you, we ain't the same now. Lions coming out to play now. Opposition out the way now. Out of the way. You wasn't invited. Say you come to play. I dare you to try it. You don't wanna try me. Then step up to my team. Yeah, out of the way. Yeah, yeah. Out of the way. Yeah, yeah. Out of the way. Game now, me and you, we ain't the same now. Lions coming out to play now. Opposition out the way now. Out of the way, you wasn't invited. Say you come to play, I dare you to try it. You don't wanna try me, then step up to my team. Yeah, out of the way, yeah, yeah. Out of the way, yeah, yeah. Out of the way.
And welcome back to the Snapdragon Pro Series Asphalt 9 Legend. Assalamualaikum everyone. You are back with us, Fasha Bani, as well as the Hasmas Fuse right here to actually cast the game itself. I am praising you. I'm complimenting you. Why are you shy?
No, it's okay.
Accept it with the
I didn't
honor
say...
that I am complimenting you.
Okay, I'm being very supportive right now. So, my name is Fuse and I'm with my co-caster, Tasha. This beautiful in red Tasha. So, we're gonna cast for the third and fourth place for tonight Snapdragon Pro Series Asphalt 9 Legend between Notion, I'm sorry. Notion, not nation. Nation is state. Notion versus Miyanori.
Yes, so far they were actually losing to their opponents where Miyanori lost to Mion and then Notion lost to RPM Hide. So right now this is their second chance to get the prize for the third place. This is the track list for the third place match whereby they will not be playing at the same pledge where they did for the semifinals. Right now we're moving into the Scotland, the very cold and chilly place at the Wildlands track, whereas we're moving into the Nevada country as well, whereby it will be a long run. Just like the name itself, the track will be very, very long run as well. On the other hand, on the last match for the best of 3, it will be on Osaka mode finale.
Yeah, mode finale. We see they're gonna play in the forest, in the desert, and onto the city. So there are 3 different tracks, 3 different environments with just the same car, and with different skill, different passion, and different type of strategy.
Agreed. And we know these two players, when it comes to Notion as well as Miyanori, they like to play aggressive. They love to crash their own opponent's cars. So I want to see if they will do the same thing to each other. You know, maybe Notion crashes to Miyanori and then Miyanori did the same thing to Notion as well. I'm going to crash your car as well. So this is going to be interesting. Aggressive versus aggressive. People always say fire versus fire is going to make the flame even more bigger. So what do you think about that, Fuse? Do you agree?
Both the players have their own versatility. They have their own skill, have their own aggressive. But we're going to see what's going to happen inside of all of these 3 tracks. So we're going to see. This is the New York Urban Exodus Qualifier 2, 1-on-1 between Miyanori versus Notion. We have 1.45 with 0.3 difference, 0.003. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, betul.
Yeah.
Agree. I agree. Oh my god. I was speaking Malay. I was like saying my own nation. But on the other hand, you know, you can't leave your mother tongue. But on the other hand, New York Urban Zeodas, based on the same track, they actually qualified. But Miyanori actually qualified even better, as he had, like you said, 0.003 seconds to be leading to the side of Notion. So if we check out the stats itself, it could be that maybe Miyanori has the better opportunity opportunity to win this third match, or maybe stats will lie to us again. But then again, on the first match as well as the second match, semi-finals 1 and semi-finals 2, stats doesn't lie. Every time they keep on telling us, if it's there, it's there. If Mion was doing better, he will definitely do better even at the end of... Even though he has a lot of the mistakes as well as mishap on the first round, he's still able to qualify to the grand finals. But on the other hand, Mia, Nori and Notion, both of them were not able to qualify. What's gonna be like with the stats already been put out in front of our eyes as well as their skill? What are your thoughts to that, Sad?
But what I'm gonna say is the map that they show is New York Urban Exodus. So in this third and fourth match, we have 3 maps. We have Wildlands, we have Texas, and also we have the city. So the city is the best for Miyanori.
Yes.
So we're gonna see if all the 3 tracks gonna be on Miyanori or Notion.
Agree, because I feel like for these players, they don't really do well at the long runs. Like for example, like you said, Texas just now, where we have a long run, just like the name of the track itself, long run. They don't really do well when it comes to fighting at the same type of tracks like a long run. But on the other hand, for the tight corners, for the city sides, they have the capability to crash the enemy's players as well as their own opponent cars. So hopefully we're able to see that right here at the distance. But now we're moving into the mountain hill, the Chile side of the Scotland side right here. Tracks has already been evaded right now. So far, they have both of them own positioning to own this track. But so far right now, Miyanori attempt to actually crash the teams, all the players' opponent cars, but unfortunately it was a failure, and in the end causes his own life.
Yes, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen right now. Miyanori trying to go in front as fast as he can, trying to catch up with Notion with the 360, Notion with the shockwave. So this is it. They're gonna go right neck by neck. So we're gonna see Miyanori can catch up to Notion.
Not looking so good so far for Miyanori, but now he's using every single barrel roll that he needs to boost all of those nitro for himself. But so far right now, he will be using the nitro right on time with the ramp, using the 360 barrel roll, but unfortunately still not enough to catch up to Mion, or should I say Notion.
Yeah, so we're gonna see right now, oh, a nice barrel roll still, refilling his nitros, and the 360 by Notion with a shockwave, son. This is gonna be the lap 2.
Ooh. Finally able to catch up, and I almost thought that Notion was going to be crushed, but right now Miyanori, second attempt to actually crash it out. Was he going to able to do it? So no, able to avoid those crashes. Now Notion able to overtake him using the 360 shot right now to make sure that he'll be able to boost himself a little by little, but still not enough. Now he boosts himself at the long run, all that long tracks, but no, finally he'll be able to catch up. But can he actually survive it out? Because 71% left on this track to be ended out, but so far it seems that Notion has already been left behind.
Yes, Miyanori right in front right now. We have 15% more on the tracks. So we're gonna see who's gonna get in front. Oh, he's taking the down road, and we're still seeing Miyanori still in front with the boost.
He missed it.
He missed it.
He missed that beautiful gold nitro, and it's not gonna be easy, as we can see Miyanori is already leading the pack already with 90% of the tracks already been done. Only left with few more seconds to go. It's not gonna be easy if Notion does not do something right now. Now 3 seconds left for him to end this game, and the first match is won by Miyanori.
So Miyanori with the same second, 2.21, but the difference is 0.006.
Wow. Oh my lord. 0.006 millisecond to actually be chasing up. It's like it's very tight between these two players. This is very interesting to see between Notion as well as Miyanori.
Yeah, both of players playing so aggressive, but it's like coming back to them. Don't be too aggressive if you think you can't get the knockdown on your enemy.
Agree, because if it actually falter to your side, instead you will be crashing in the end. And now it seems that we are seeing the highlights again. Miyanori, how he wants, and Notion was the one who was leading at the beginning of the round. Even though Miyanori was the one who was crashed out, he was able to catch up with those balls as well as those skills that he has to actually go in for the overtake.
So Miyanori with 2.21 seconds, round winners for the first track. So we're gonna see who's gonna win for the second and the third track, then we're gonna go to the desert.
Yes, sir. And this is going to be best of 3 as we already seen it. If Miyanori wins again, it's going to be a straight win for him for the 3rd place. But if maybe, who knows, Notion suddenly say that I want to do something different. I want to create a hazard for Nevada. And like I said, this is a very straight line tracks whereby if you want to overtake your players, you have to make sure to use those nitros at those straight lines, or even taking over those corners to make sure that you'll be able to actually avoid any crashes or maybe crash your own opponent. Who knows?
Yes, plan your strategy wisely, because in the tight run, in the straight line, nitros is very important. And also if you want to do a 360 or you want to do a barrel roll, think wisely, because that's also minimize your time.
Yes, but oh my god, time lap for the Scotland Wildlands. Who would have thought it was just 6 milliseconds to be chased up by Notion? If, for example, who knows, maybe Miyanori make a slight mistake, Notion could have actually chased up after Miyanori. But on the other hand, right now, already going in for the 2nd round of the night, right here for the 3rd match. Notion is being left behind, but not very close, not very far behind. He can be able to boost up a little bit, but Miyanori right now leading, taking up some of the boost for himself, pushing a little by little, and right now with the ramp. Okay, taking actually a little bit extra precaution because we are at the hillside. Like you said, this is the desert, as well as the hillside of the desert is very tricky. For example, just like how Cliffhanger track was it's very open, and if you overstep your lines, you might crash your own self.
Yeah, so we're gonna see right now they're moving inside the tunnel, outside right now with a 360, but still Miyanori is still in front. Notion is trying to catching up with the boost, with the drift, but maybe Miyanori gonna get the win tonight. But we cannot be sure right now because we have 55% more to finish the race. This is still on the lap 1.
Yeah, it's still too early to say because anything can happen at the moment right now. But at the same time, it seems that Notion is not pacing himself off right now, because the speed that we are seeing from Miyanori, from every ramp that he's taken, every boost that he's done so far, he's leaving Notion behind, so far behind. And at the moment right now, Notion has to do something. He doesn't even have a boost in his hand.
Yes, but still, he need to drift. He need to get the boost that he needs on the barrel roll. But still, Miyanori is still in front with 60% on the lap, on the full course. But right now, he's gonna go for the jump and inside on the train track. But they're gonna go for the tunnel next. Maybe inside the tunnel, something's gonna happen.
Oh my lord, did you see what happened? Notion suddenly wrecked himself. We were missing the motion or what happened at the time, but Notion wrecked himself, and it was just such a sad situation. He was trying to push himself more and more, but in the end, like I said, this is it's very risky to actually do a lot of those barrel rolls in the open space, as well as the tight corners of the hillside. And when it comes to Nevada's country, you have to make sure that you'll be able to control your car, and that's what happened to Notion. He was not able to control his car.
Yes, so I think this is it. Maybe the 3rd place gonna get for Miyanori for this series.
Look at that, Miyanori beautifully getting every single ramp. He's effortlessly beautiful. He doesn't need to push too much to go in for the barrel rolls or even for the 360. He just gets all over. But on the other hand, Notion trying his best to get that placement point, but in the end, the win goes out to Miyanori with 2 minutes 31 seconds on the clock.
Yes, with a difference of 9 seconds, Miyanori got the 3rd place for the series, and Notion gonna get in the 4th place.
Wow, what a great closure coming in from Miyanori. But then again, I was expecting a little bit of aggression coming from these 2 players, but it's okay, probably because we know for a fact this is not a very safe track. I wouldn't even like to go here. I remember when I had to do my mission at Nevada where it was very tricky. I keep on actually crashing, going down into the drain, into the hill itself, because I tried to actually do a little bit of tricks as well as to boost myself. But just like how Miyanori as well as Notion did, you have to play safe sometimes. There are certain times you want to take a risk, but at that Nevada hills, you have to play at its own course.
Yes, so Miyanori again with 2.31 seconds win the 3rd place of the series for Snapdragon Pro Series Alpha 9 Legends. So maybe we're gonna get interview after this.
Ooh, maybe.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. I'm
Maybe.
interested. I'm interested to see what's gonna happen. Maybe Mionori will be able to talk to us. What would you like to ask him?
Let's just say I just want to ask how he feel during all these three series, going to the third and fourth place, also have a chance for the grand final but lose in the semi-final.
Agree.
So I wanna know how he feel.
That's totally agree. I agree on that note because one thing that I might be asking him that when he fight with Mion, he was able to crash and win that first round. And what happened to him for the second and the third match? Did he actually lost his momentum, or did Mion suddenly avoid all of his aggression as well as his motion trying to crash out? And to a point, he ended up losing a lot of his own momentum to fight on that second and third match. So this is going to be interesting to see if we might be able to get an interview with the one and only Mionori who won the third place match. It's okay. You might not win to go to the grand finals, but yet he was able to get to the third place. So still a prize to be won for tonight.
Yes, but I want to see if Fasha gonna be interviewing.
Oh my God.
I'm just curious because she looks so.
I'm too shy. Please. I'm too shy. But on the other hand, I'm not too shy to shout out to my sponsors, to our sponsors of the Snapdragon Pro Series. If without the Snapdragon Elite Gaming, when winning matters, it would not be matter right here. So thank you so much to Snapdragon Elite Gaming for sponsoring us because of them, we can win some of the prize right here. Not me, but definitely the players inside the Asphalt 9 Legends.
And also because of them, we gonna be we gonna cast this game to you guys. We become the casters to give the sensation of Asphalt 9 Legends to the viewers outside.
Yes, and not only that, the sensational of the drinks of Monster Energy, boosting up ourselves, unleashing the beast between Mion as well as RPM Hide for the grand finals, and Mionori having a little bit of his beast shine out for the third place match.
Okay.
Did we got rejected again?
We got rejected again. Oh.
But I'm happy, but I'm sad at the same time.
I really want to see Fasha trying to do the interview. I really want to see. I really want to see this shy cat, this self-proclaimed shy cat. Don't want to do the interview. I don't know why, but
Fuse is getting something out of me after this. But anyway, we're going to take a little bit short break before we actually end our iOS bracket, whereby we are going to meet again with our grand finalists, Mion versus RPM Hide for the grand finals. Who will be the winner for our match tonight for our even first bracket iOS? Is it going to be Mion or will it be on RPM Hide? Make sure to stay tuned, guys. Keep on liking, keep on sharing. And if you guys at Twitch, cast your prediction right now. Give your support to our players of the Asphalt 9 Legends, where legends are born. We'll see you guys right after this.
The Snapdragon Pro Series is brought to you by Snapdragon Elite Gaming and Monster Energy.
Welcome back again to Snapdragon Pro Series Alpha 9 Legends with me, Fuse, and my beloved co-casters, Fasha Bani. Do follow tags under here right now.
Yes, we are your caster for tonight. Make sure to support us, and not only just supporting us, support the players that will be competing inside the Snapdragon Pro Series Asphalt 9 Legends, where legends are born. And hopefully, we'll see another legend being crowned as the champion for the Snapdragon Series Season number 2. Right here, right now, we're going in for the grand finals of Android bracket, where Mion as well as RPM Hide will be fighting for the best of 3.
5.
Oh, best of 5, my bad.
Best of 5.
Oh my god, yes, we already
We have
switched. We are
5
the grand
map.
finals. Oh my
Yes,
god.
this is the grand final. We have best of 5 with different tracks and with the same, still the same car. Still the same car, but with a different skill, different aggressiveness, different willpower to get to the number 1 spot in this Snapdragon Pro Series.
What I like about these two players is that despite they were actually having a lot of struggleness with their aggressive opponent, they still maintain with a great composure as well as great fight at the end. They don't even go in for the dirty tricks. I'm not trying to say that crashing your opponent players is a dirty tricks, but it is a tactic anyway, but yet it's still very aggressive. But when it comes to Mion as well as RPM Hide, they don't really resort to that. They always say that I'm gonna fight on my own skill and my own effort as well as my own fighting spirit to inside the semi-finals. But right now, semi-finals is already done. Congratulations again to Mion and RPM Hide, who has done a wonderful job to qualify to the grand finals. On the other hand, Miyanori, great job for the 3rd place match.
Yeah, so we're gonna see the track list for this grand final. We have 5 maps. We have Shanghai, the Pearl of Orion. We have Cairo, Nile River. We have US Midwest, Whirlwind Curve. We have Caribbean Island, Paradise Resort, and also New York City that never sleeps.
Ooh, city that never sleep. Now, which of these tracks that you think will be the hardest track to actually control your car in?
Oh, I like just say I'm really love the city.
Oh,
You know why? Because all the type curve, all the things that happen inside the city that's never sleep. Also in Shanghai, also in
Yes.
New York. But
Yes.
let's just see what's gonna happen on Cairo and US Midwest and also on the Caribbean Island. But what we cannot say anything inside the game.
yes, because each tracks have different type of skill to be used. But here and now, this is the track that they qualified each other. In the Buenos Aires crosstown rivals, Mion was able to qualify with 1 minute 24 seconds on the clock. On the other hand, compared to RPM Hide, only far behind with 0.03 milliseconds, making them a very tight opponent indeed.
Yes, like I said, crosstown rival Buenos Aires inside of the town. They are the best match. They have the same time, but a different millisecond. Mion versus RPM Hide. So who we gonna see gonna get to the grand final?
Man.
I'm sorry, for the first place.
Yeah, for the grand finals, I mean, Mion has the best tag. Even, like I said, from the opening wise, he has been doing well for the qualifiers. And going into the semi-finals, he still maintains. But yet, like we have seen how he was between him as well as Miyanori, he had a lot of mistake as well when he fight with Miyanori. So maybe when it comes to aggression, it's not really the gameplay or the game style between Mion as well as RPM Hide. So, on the other hand, I want to see them a little bit aggressive for this last match because they've been playing too safe. They've been so safe, and not unlike as our sponsors. Like, we have our sponsors that has been doing a great, well done job, being a great competitive to the side of our esport, giving. Oh my god, yes, you very love the Monster Energy drink, don't you?
Yes,
Refuse.
this is the drink that I drink when I'm fatigued, when I'm doing casting. And
Ah.
I hope Monster can please get me, sponsor me too, please.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Shout out to Monster Energy right there.
Shout out to Monster Energy. But this is the brand that giving you the Snapdragon Pro Series for the Asphalt 9 Legends. With me, Fuse, and with my co-caster, Fasha, we're gonna give you the best action, the live streaming straight to your home for this grand final.
Yeah, and if you guys are at home right now watching the live itself, whether it's on Twitch or whether it's on Facebook, if you are on Twitch, you have the opportunity to cast your vote. So come on, guys, cast your vote right away on the Twitch chat to make sure that you can see or give support to the players itself who is fighting on the grand finals. Who would it be? Is it going to be Mion, who has the best stat, or will it be RPM Hide, who has been a wonderful player to contain and getting a lot of great composure to fight with his own opponent?
So let me ask this. Before this, you are Hide fanboys.
Yeah.
So right now, what is your prediction on this match? I'm gonna go. So if you're gonna go for Hide, I'm gonna go for Mion.
But I already said I'm gonna go for Mion right now.
Okay, I'm gonna go for Hide.
So when it comes to RPM and Notion, yes, RPM has a better stat. But when we see from the qualifier round, Mion has the better stats. So right now we're moving in for the first match of the night. Best of 5 right here on the grand finals. RPM Hide has a little bit of poor connection. I'm so impressed by these players. Despite they have a lot of struggle with their ping, they still have a great tactics as well as composure to fight inside the tracks itself.
So we're gonna see what's gonna happen on Shanghai. So they're still gonna go for the barrel roll, and so they're gonna go for the nitros, do the drift, and try to get in front. But right now, Hide is at the back. Mion's trying to get as far as he can with the 360. Oh, the nice one going straight in front.
Ooh, Mion say Ni Hao Ma in Shanghai right here, making sure that he at the first place. But this is only just the 30% of the track himself. And on the other hand, right now, we're seeing RPM Hide unfortunately having a little bit struggles. But yes, he is getting all of those ramp and sliding as well as rolling himself to boost all those nitros.
Yeah, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen. They're nearly go for the second lap right now, but still with the 360, with the boost, with this is the lap 2, but right now Mion is still in front. Hide is at the back trying to catching up, but right now we're gonna see who's gonna have the battle skills, who gonna have to be in front or doing what they can in this Shanghai map.
I knew it. I already knew it. I saw how they were during the semi-finals. Both of these players likes to play safe. They really like to play very clean. Yes, very clean, and making sure that most of the focus of their speed is on themselves rather than they focus on their enemy.
Yes, that's the best part, because they are trying to get the best entry, the best routes, the best drift, and also the best barrel roll that they can do to get in front. But right now we see, oh, there's a nice boost on air with RPM Hide, but still trying to catching up. It's the 90% on the track, but right now I don't think Hide can make it.
Just a little bit, Sayo. I think he can catch up a little bit with the ramp. But then again, we are seeing Mion didn't do any barrel rolls, any boosts. But I think because he already secured himself the win for the first match, so they don't really bother much. But then again, a great well done job to Mion for winning this track.
So this is it, the first win for Mion, 2.08 versus 2.09 on RPM Hide. So the first match of Shanghai goes to Mion.
Ni hao ma. Am I right? I think it's right, right? Shanghai, they speak.
I don't know if they are Cantonese or Mandarin. It's different. There's
yeah,
two
I
different
do
accents.
agree on
Yes.
that though.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
you know.
if in Malaysia we have Ni Hao Ma, is it?
Yes, ni hao ma.
Yes.
We're Mandarin.
I don't know if they're doing Cantonese or Mandarin, because yes, I have the different ethnic, different slangs.
A lot of different cultures right
Yes.
there. But I'm a little bit Chinese myself, so I only know Ni Hao Ma. So my bad if that's not the right greetings in Shanghai. But nonetheless, the greetings that has been given by Mion in Shanghai with 2 minutes of 0.8 seconds on the clock, he wins the first match of the grand finals.
Yes, so this is it. Mion get the first match, then we're gonna go for the second match. That's gonna be on Cairo. Can you speak Arabic?
Assalamualaikum.
Okay, that's Arabic. Okay. That still count as Arabic.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, everyone's speaking that.
Yeah, salam.
Every Muslim in the world speaking that, but we cannot say much. We're gonna go for Cairo and Nile River. So this is the second match. Mion get the first win. So maybe if he go for the 3 straight win, he's gonna win the grand final.
Yes, on Cairo side, a little bit sandy, a little bit windy, as well as a little bit tough for them to actually control when it comes to the sandy beach. But hopefully, for this second match, RPM Hide will find his own attempt to actually overtake his own opponent, which is Mion. So far, so good. He is leading right now, but not far behind. We still have Mion, who will be doing a lot of those battle rolls to boost himself.
Yeah, so we're gonna see Mion right now is at the back, and Hide got the advantage in front, but we're gonna see what's gonna happen because Mion is catching up rapidly with the shockwave, with the drift, with the nitros. Though we're gonna go inside the tunnel, and still Hide is still in front, but I hope he doesn't do any errors.
I hope so. So far, so good right now. Mion still at behind, and he chooses to go to the downside of the track, but he's back again on the same track, still having a little bit difficulty to boost himself. Hide, on the other hand, effortlessly, beautifully flying through the saw to the sky to make sure that he is at the first position.
Yes, but still, this is lap 1. Mion still have the chance to go in front, but right now Boost is on barrel roll on the air. A beautiful, nice one, but Mion still trying to catching up. He's nearly there. He's nearly trying to get to Hide.
Yep, he's still trying, but there are certain times that I see that Mion is playing it safe. He's not pushing his barrel roll to the point that he can boost as much as possible, and this is something that we keep on saying is a mistake from the side. Oh, but now finally catch up. No, he crashes. He did just right on time. Beautiful attempt coming in from Mion, and this is what I was looking forward to. Mion has been playing too safe, and finally he went for the aggression and literally crashed RPM Hide.
That's a skillful play, very, very tactical. He got it before the barrel roll. He just crashed at the barrel, at the jump ramp. That's a nice one, but right now we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Mion still in front. It's just a nice comeback from Mion, and it's a 70% more on the lap.
All right, a little bit of the barrel rolls around. RPM trying to catch up, but still Mion has his momentum right now. Finally, he learns every single move, and he has feel the motivation to win this second match.
So we're gonna see is the second match for Mion or not, but RPM Hide is trying to catching up, but this is it. Mion going straight to the finish line with ease, and there we go. Mion won the second match at Cairo.
Oh, so sad. It could have been to the RPM Hide, but then on the other hand, that crash causes his own loss for the second match. Again, Mion again, and I feel like I put my stats right on on the right listen, you know, because you know I'm rooting at the people that I know. Stat does not lie.
Yes, stat does not lie, but the loyalty just changed on Fasha. I don't know why, but let's just, because he left the stats.
Yes.
She focused on the stats, so she's gonna root on everyone that has the better stats.
Yes, agree. Nice cover right there, Fuse, or else I might actually have to do something to you on break. But on the other hand, right now, second match is done. Great job by Mion with a great highlights right here, and he didn't have to really bother to do anything. There was a great chance for him to win because of those crash, and RPM Hide couldn't even able to actually catch up with him despite all those barrel rolls.
Yeah, so we're gonna go for the third match, but for the second match, Cairo Nile River, we have 2 minutes 25 seconds on Mion. So if Mion win the third race, he's gonna be crowned as champion.
Yep, agree. Best of 3. So far, Mion has the win streak of 2 points. But on the other hand, right now we're moving into the Caribbean, or is it US Midwest? Yes, US Midwest whirlwind curve. Just like the name itself, it's gonna be a whirlwind ride for our players to fight on that track.
Yes, so this may be gonna be the last match for Android platform, because Mion may be gonna go for the win for the straight 3-0. But if we can see Hide coming, making a comeback, that's gonna be epic.
That will be epic, yes, definitely.
That's gonna be epic.
So far right now, points are stacking up for Mion. So if he makes another mistake and losing this game, definitely Mion will take the win for himself. And on the other hand, RPM Hide will be going home with the second place. And I know for a fact, RPM Hide does not want that.
Yeah, so we're gonna go for the first match. I'm sorry, for the third race right now. This is Mion versus Hide, but right now Mion still in front. Hide trying to catching up with the drift. Oh, there's so many mud on your face, Fasha.
A lot of the barrels as well as the haystack covering up the tracks for our players. But on the other hand, I gotta say something. Maybe there's a possibility. The reason why RPM Hide is not performing well as he was on last season is that we keep on getting the same error or the same kind of alert whereby RPM Hide is having a poor connection on his end, and this is gonna be a struggle. And that's what I said. I really praise this player. Despite having difficulty on the connection, they still try their best to win the rounds.
Yes, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen because Mion's still in front and Hide is still trying to catching on 30% on the map. But right now doing a beautiful battle roll with the shockwave, but right now doing the drift to refill their nitros. And we're gonna see where is Mion. Mion is still far in front of it, but a nice barrel roll going straight in front, but still too far from Mion.
Saw fly like the wind, my friend. You need to do that to win this round, or else Mion will stack himself those 3 win streak. And on the other hand, right now, Mion is casually, beautifully just jumping up and down those ramps, making a beautiful turns as well as boost for himself. And still, RPM Hide cannot be found right behind Mion.
So we're gonna see what's Hide gonna do at the 60%. This is lap 2. So Mion still in front, doing the best he can. He's not going to go for the 360.
That was so close.
He's going to go for the 360. He go for the barrel roll so he can control it more. So let's see what's going to happen on Mion. But he is still going at the back. And this is it, maybe at 80%. What's Hide gonna do? Or we can see Mion gonna be the champion today, Fasha.
Oh, I thought that RPM Hide was the one who had the poor connection. Mion also had the poor connection. I mean, I'm impressed. You know, like when I play a game and I got the ping of 100 ms, I will definitely curse my own game. But nevertheless, Mion said like, don't care, I'm just gonna fight and win this round. And so far right now with 2 seconds on the clock, right this instant, he wins the game straight away. Android champion of the Snapdragon Pro Series, Asphalt 9 Legends, goes out to Mion with 2 minutes 20 seconds on the clock.
Yes, for 2 minutes and 20 seconds versus 2 minutes and 25 seconds. 5 seconds different between Mion and also Hide. So this is it, guys. This is it, fellas. The winner for the Android platform for Asphalt 9 Legends is Mion.
Mion.
Yeah.
I had one idols that I'm a little bit of K-pop idols.
G-Idol, is it?
Yes, Muse!
Yes,
Oh
yes.
my lord!
G-Idol is. I know the name already because I also watch KDA. So KDA is like a group, a K-pop group that consists
Yes.
of also English singers. But G-Idol, Mion, and also Soyeon inside that.
Yes,
So I know why you loved it. I love why you love her.
Definitely. Beautiful girl, but I'm not sure if Mion for our play is a girl. And maybe, who knows, maybe we'll get an interview. Maybe we'll find out that whether or not Mion, maybe it's just, you know, a cover-up name. Ended up, he is a man. I'm not sure. Maybe he is a man. Because if a woman, I'm not trying to downgrade because I'm a woman myself, but if a woman can drive like that inside a racetrack, I will call Mion my idol from now on because I would love to drive as good as Mion here on out at the Snapdragon Pro Series. Congratulations, our champions for the Android bracket.
Yeah, so if we have an interview, I would like to ask Mion to be Fasha personal coach.
Oh, okay. If it's a girl, then definitely I can interview very, very incitingly as well as
See, her shyness has gone, fellas. Her shyness has gone.
But if it's a guy, then what am I supposed to say, Fuse? Definitely I'm gonna give to you. Fuse, please take it away. Talk to him, and I'll be clueless and speechless. Like.
But what really gonna be more impressive is that if that Mion is that G-Idol Mion.
Oh my lord! G-Idol Mion, well, actually
if
singer
that's
as
gonna
well as
happen,
a player gamer?
Yeah, well, we never know because they also play games. They also a human being because everyone in the world can play video games. But please do it wisely. Don't overstep. Don't lose your sleep just by playing games. Don't do drugs. Don't stop learning. Go to school and don't always play esports because esport is also an athlete. It's a sports.
Yeah, agree. But then again, you don't need to worry about sleepiness because we got Monster Energy, Fuse.
Yes.
Come on, boost up your life with Monster Energy, our main sponsor of Snapdragon Pro Series. Because sometimes even when I get a little bit sleepy before casting, I need a little bit of Monster Energy. I like the pink color. What flavor do you like for Monster Energy?
For me, it's the original.
The original one.
Always the original because they have the green strike of madness, giving the energy to me. Yes.
Oh, I like that. I gotta agree that
Oh, that's kind of like okay. I'm not gonna say anything, but this is it. This is the bracket. So we see Mion winning for 3-0 for the grand final, the best of 5. So Mion gonna be crowned the grand champion, grand winner for the first place, and RPM Hide for the second place, and Mia Nori coming with the third place.
Now we are now ending out our Android bracket. Congratulations again to our qualifiers, Mion, Mia Nori, Notion, and RPM Hide. You guys have done a wonderful job. But right now, we are gonna shift our focus to the iOS bracket. I made a lot of mistakes just now. I thought it was iOS bracket previously, but now finally we're moving into the iOS bracket. We got Jam G Juice versus Extreme for the first semifinals. On the second semifinals, we got GR Seraph as well as Bumblebee. Now, Seraph is another name that I think also familiar for us, don't we? Because
Yes.
I think it's also from KDA Stars as well, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Seraphine.
Ah,
It's a
okay.
Seraphine, yes.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I think you also familiar with the players for our iOS bracket. I remember that you told me Astrim is actually from a very familiar region. Who from what?
Extreme is from Malaysia.
Oh, from our region.
Yes, from our region. Extreme is from our region. Let's me break it down with you. We
Okay.
have Jam G Juice from Korea.
Uh-huh.
We have Extreme from Malaysia. We have Sarah from Taiwan.
Ooh.
Wow. So we have Bumblebee from Korea. So we have 2 Korean, 1 Malaysian, and also 1 Taiwanese.
All right. Hopefully, we can see which flag will be raised for our iOS bracket. Make sure to like and share the stream. If you guys are still at the Twitch, you can still cast your votes right there for your prediction. And right now, we're going to go for the break. But don't go anywhere. It's just a short break until we go in for the iOS bracket. Stay tuned. We'll see you guys after this.
The Snapdragon Pro Series is brought to you by Snapdragon Elite Gaming and Monster Energy.
Won't stop going till a player on top know it. Rooftop penthouse suite. If you really want it, gotta own it. Fight through it. We was at the lowest. Blood, sweat, tears, the components. Riding all year. Now's the moment. We are not friends. We are opponents. Yeah, I'm coming for mine. Yeah, I'm making a play. The game on the line. Yeah, I've been on the grind. Yeah, I jump in the spot. I made it my time. Yeah, look in the sky. Yeah, the stars align. No shade to shine. Can't stop it already. Emotional work and devotion. We put in this time. Look. You won't stop my stride. I'll just break your line. I don't tolerate wasted time. Take us down. Keep fighting.
dime on the mission, snap any minute, casually winning. Stop tripping on me, stop dissing on me. Yeah, I got a dream, can't take it from me. My fire's burning, now I'm always learning. Tell me where to go, man, I'm on a journey. Yeah, I can't explain it, I get excited. Keep it 300, King Leonidas. Strap in, cause it's gonna be a long ride. Working on me every single day and night. There comes a time when your worlds will collide. If it's holding you back, push it right to the side. Ain't got no time for no fear. I work too hard to get here. Ain't got no time for no fear. I work too hard to get here. I don't got the time, put me in, coach. I've been going hard, time to let it show. Everything raw, give it to me now. Let me have the spot, man, it's going down. Gotta get it here, I don't wanna wait. Take what I want, then I go train. Gotta get a win, I won't lose the game. This is my year, I ain't gonna break. Strap in, cause it's gonna be a long ride. Working on me every single day and night. There comes a time when your worlds will collide. If it's holding you back, push it right to the side. On another level, I will never settle. Mind over matter, get the gold medal. On another level, I will never settle. Mind over matter, get the gold medal. Ain't got no time for no fear. I work too hard to get here. Ain't got no time for no fear. I work too hard to get here. On another level, I will never settle. Mind over matter, get the gold medal. On another level, I will never settle. Mind over matter, get the gold medal. On another level, I will never settle. Mind over matter, get the gold medal. On another level, I will never settle. Mind over matter, get the gold medal. Ain't got no time for no fear. I work too hard to get here. Ain't got no time for no fear. I work too hard to get here. Ain't got no time for no fear. I work too hard to get here. Ain't got no time for no fear. I work too hard to get here.
And welcome back again to Snapdragon Pro Series with me, Fuse, and also my favorite co-casters, Fashabani, for the Snapdragon Pro Series Asphalt 9 Legends. So, what's happening right now?
Alright, let's just backtrack a little bit. Previously, we saw the Android bracket. Congratulations again to Mion for the champions of Android bracket winning the Snapdragon Pro Series. Right now, we're moving into the iOS bracket and we're looking for the champions of iOS. Who will it be for this bracket himself? I'm super interested because there's a lot of familiar names for our brackets because they have competed on the season number 1. But right now, for season number 2, they're strike again to get that champion.
Yes, so we're gonna see who's gonna go for the champion in an iOS platform. So in the same format, in the same thing, we have 4 players gonna go for the win in the bracket. So we have Jam Juice, we have Bumblebee, we have Seraph, and also Extreme. So for you guys information, we have Jam Juice from Korea, we have Bumblebee from also Korea, we have Seraph from Taiwan, and also we have Extreme from Malaysia.
Ooh, Malaysia Boleh. Not to be biased, but you know, we have a little bit of spirits of nationalism in our blood. So definitely, I would love to root out for Extreme. But on the other hand, looking at the stats, it seems that Korean has the better stats when it comes to Jam Juice as well as Bumblebee, where we see Jam Juice was able to qualify at Buenos Aires with 1 minute 24 seconds on the clock. Bumblebee was able to qualify it at New York track with 1 minute 44 seconds on the clock. On the other hand, Seraph was able to qualify with 1 minute 58 clocks when it comes to the Scotland tracks. But we move to Nevada, the narrow side. Extreme is not so bad as well with 1 minute 33 on the clock. So stats looking so good for each and every single player for their own track qualifier. On the other hand, right here, this is the iOS bracket. Who will meet who? We got Jam Juice Korea versus Malaysia Extreme. On the second semi-finals, we got the Giraffe Seraph Taiwan versus Bumblebee Korean. So it's gonna be Korean versus two other region, which is Malaysia as well as Taiwan.
Yes, maybe we're gonna see Korean competing with each other on the grand final, but also maybe we're gonna see Taiwan or Malaysia gonna go for the grand final. But we're gonna go for the first match, gonna be on Jam Juice versus Extreme, the same format. So we're gonna show you guys the prize pool of this game.
Oh, I'm interested. How much will they be going home if they win this? Oh my lord, check it out. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. 1,500 US dollar to be given out to the winner of the Snapdragon Pro Series. And not only that, those who already qualified, they already have money. It only actually defines which level or which rank they will be going home tonight. For the second place, they'll be going home with 1,000 US dollar. Third place will be going home with 700, sorry. And well, that will be a lot. And the fourth place will be going home with 300 US dollar. Oh my lord, 300 US dollar is already much for me. Like, I could spend a lot of things with that money. Now, if you are a champion, that will be superbly amazing with that 1,500 US dollar. On the other hand, right now, we're moving into the track list. We have the San Francisco streets of San Francisco, back to the Himalayas, Cliffhanger, as well as Auckland, starting grid.
Yes, they have the same track, the same map. We have San Francisco, Himalayas, and also Auckland, but also with the same car, Lotus Aviha. But we're gonna see the different skill, different strategy, different passion, different willpower, and who's gonna go for the grand final or who's gonna go for the third and fourth place.
I'm liking it. We have seen how it was like when it comes to the Android bracket, where we saw how it was between Mion and Mianori. Let's take back to the first match itself. Mion playing it safe, playing it cool with his own clean skills. He was able to win for that second and third match. Coming back to the side of the second semis for the Android, RPM Hide had the same collision as well as the same ending for themselves as well, and that's what we're looking forward for the iOS bracket. Now, for the side of our sponsors, not to forget those who have helped us to guide as well as giving boosts out for the Snapdragon Pro Series is none other than the Snapdragon Elite Gaming. If you want to win, you gotta win with the Snapdragon Elite Gaming.
Yes, the when winning matters. And also Snapdragon bringing you live the game of Asphalt 9 Legends straight to your home screen. So give thanks to them.
Yes, sir. And not only that, if you want to be a little bit of boost up or a little bit sleepy or you need some energizer for yourself, it's none other than the Monster Energy, my favorite drinks of every single time I need some energy, man. That's our greatest sponsor for the Snapdragon Pro Series. They have been helping us, giving us a lot of platforms for the players to be the best of the best in the Snapdragon Pro Series.
Yeah, so we're gonna go for the first match right after this. But before that, I want to have all of our viewers in Twitch to predict who's gonna win. The first match gonna be Jam Juice versus Extreme. So please put your prediction on the chat. So who's gonna win for you?
I don't know, man. It's a little bit tied off because Extreme had a great timeline when he fought at his own track. But
Yes.
compared to the statistic of Jam Jijus at his own track, he has the most shortest time. 1.24 versus 1.33. Definitely it goes out to the Korean. But I am a nationalism. I have the national blood in me. So I want to say Malaysia boleh. And that means Malaysia can.
Yes.
Can he?
Yes. Still, I agree that. I agree on that. But we see what happened right now. Best time between both of the players on Buenos Aires crosstown rivals. We have 1 second difference between both of the players. Jam Jijus versus Extreme. So this is gonna be a tight game.
It is. It's going to be a tight game. When it comes to the same tracks, they have the similarities. Only 1 second to be defined between Jam Jijus versus Extreme. This is the qualifier track that actually took out Jam Jijus straight away for him to qualify to the semifinals. He got 1.224 seconds on the clock. On the other hand, on the track of Nevada Narrows is where we picked out Extreme. Despite we already have our 2 players from different kind of tracks where Jam Jijus and GR Seraf was already able to qualify. We see Extreme qualified on this track, so that's why we picked Extreme instead, because 2 players already qualified themselves.
Yeah, but you see Extreme, the time 1.33 seconds is the same with Seraph. Right on top of him, but right now we're gonna go inside the match between Jam Jijus versus Extreme. This is the first map they're gonna race on San Francisco on the streets of the beautiful city.
Ooh, San Francisco. What's gonna be like? Will we see the same kind of story to be told on the first match we seen on the Android bracket? Oh, a little bit of the aggression can be seen. Maybe Extreme wanted to go for the in or collusion, but in the end he backs off, and then we see the same tactic was used by Jam Jijus as well, but Extreme was able to avoid it. Now they're using all of the ramps, getting some of the boost as well, but Extreme a little bit hesitant onto doing a little bit of the boost while he was jumping off the rack.
Yeah, so we're gonna see what's happened right now. Extreme still at the back trying to catching up Jam Jijus, but I think he's gonna try to do the cross, but right now Jam Jijus not gonna give any chances, right? Straight go for the finish line, but right now Extreme still trying to get the win, still trying to follow up with Jam Jijus, but we see both of them drifting, both of them trying to boost them up. Ooh, with the shockwave.
Okay, looking so good. Now, which side or which path will they choose? Now, in the tunnel, there's 2 types of strike. If they go to the right side, it will be a little bit harder, because if on the left side, you can easily get the ramp. So this is something that I see it. Look at that. Extreme made a little bit mistake. He pushed into the right side of the tunnel, so losing a little bit of the boost side. But on the other hand, we can see that Jam Jijus gave a little bit of juiciness on his own fighting right now. And right now,
Oh, that's nice.
beautiful invasion coming in from Extreme. Jam Jijus tried to collide, but in the end, Extreme was just too quick and fast to actually evade those shots.
Yes, that's a nice play coming from Extreme, but right now they are going for the lap too. They also just crashed on the ramp, but right now Jam Jijus trying hard to go catching up on Extreme, but Extreme really comfy in front, but right now he's not gonna go for something flashy, just doing a really clean gameplay straight to the finish line. Like right now we have like 87%. Finish line is really right out at the corners.
So bad, because Jam Jijus was being held by the bus. He probably would say like, why is the bus is right there? Yesterday, the bus was not there. Today, suddenly the bus is there. So sad for Jam Jijus. Unfortunately, he collided with the bus itself and making him lost his chance to win the first round. But nevertheless, congratulations to Extreme for winning with 2 minutes 09 seconds.
Yes, with the difference of 6 seconds, Extreme get the first win on this semi-final we have for the San Francisco. But never give up, just chill, because next we have the mighty Himalayas, the mountain of doom.
Ooh, I like that. I like that, Furious. Nicely. Very nice touch, as well as a ring to the name of Himalaya himself. Now, let's go back to the highlight itself. What actually happened? I mean, we saw it, but I think some of the players or maybe some of our viewers were actually curious of how had Jump Jiju's actually collide himself when he was already leading. But then again, not really far off because Astrim was still tailing him to his side to make sure that he'll be able to overtake him. And this is where the highlight begins. And I think we have a little bit mistake coming in. It's actually the wrong highlight that has been given out. This is the highlight of RPM versus Mion during the grand finals. But this is okay. We're going in for the round winner, whereby back again to congratulating Astrim for his first match win. Again, this is just the first match. We still need to see the best of 3 for this semi-finals iOS.
Yeah, so if Extreme gonna win for the Himalayas cliffhanger, so he gonna go for the clean sweep with 2-0. But nevertheless, Jump Jiju's.
A little bit tricky, isn't
yes,
it?
a little
It's
bit
like
tricky. I think it's like a real juice actually in
really?
Korea. I don't know, but
Yeah, I agree on that. I kind of, when you talk about that, I kind of remember something like there is a juice that is called Jamji.
yeah. But I never been to Korea, so have you?
Yes, I have been to Seoul before.
You go for J Idol concert, is it?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I just went for a vacation with my family. It's a very beautiful city. I love it, Seoul as well as Busan. But then again, it's not really so beautiful for the first round of Jump Juice. I mean, come on. He needs to do something for the second round. So far right now, Astrim has more beautiful fight as well as more beautiful stun coming in on that first match. Hopefully for the second match of the night of iOS bracket number 1, the Jump Juice of Korean will be able to do an epic comeback.
Yes, that's what we're gonna see right inside the Snapdragon Pro Series on iOS platform for Asphalt 9 Legends. So we're gonna go for the second match right after this. But right now, I just want you guys to show the prediction, show who's gonna win and go to the grand final. I think Fasha know he gonna choose the Korean, I think, because the idol's there. I don't know why.
No, I might be a fan of K-pop, but then again, like I said, I am nationalism in heart. So if I were to given the chance to vote at the Twitch chat, I will definitely vote for Extreme. But
Yes.
on the other hand, I am not going to, conquer or control you, who you want to vote. You have the power in your hand to vote right there at the Twitch chat. Who would be the one who wins the semi-finals and moving to the grand final? Is it going to be
Yes.
Juice or is it going to be Extreme? Malaysia versus Korea. Come on, let's check it out on the second match.
Yeah, so we have still Extreme versus Jam Juice on the Mountain of Doom. So we're gonna see who's gonna get in front at the first 1 second, because sometimes the first start is the people that gonna win. The first person that go in front of the others right at the start maybe got the best chance to get a win.
But then again, we saw how it was on the first match. Jam Juice were actually leading. Juice was already leading, but who would have thought he was actually going to crash? But right here, a little bit of the attempts to crash each other,
Yes, so
but they actually avoid.
Ooh, so he's gonna go for the high roll. Oh!
Oh my god, the barrel roll was not doing so good. He landed on the bad side of the bed, my friend.
So that's Jam Juice's mistake. So right now, Extreme really goes straight in front, but also he's gonna go down. Just go off on the mountain.
Alright, so far so good for Extreme. He was able to avoid being crashed to the side of Juice. But on the other hand right now, he's doing a little bit of the 360 to boost himself. He has a full attempt to push in for that Nitro. And now he goes in for the ramp as well. He fills up all of his boost as well. He's waiting for the right time. The tight corner is coming up right here. Juice on the other hand is a little bit hesitant. He goes in for the ramp. He boosts himself, but he has to be careful because he had made a mistake when he lands at the wrong side.
Yeah, so we're gonna see right now Jam Juice really tried to get in front, but right now they're gonna go for the second lap. But still, Extreme still in front. But what's it gonna do by Jam Juice? Jam Juice still trying to refill his Nitro, doing the barrel roll, still doing the double jump ramp, but right now going for the drift and also trying to do the shockwave. But right now, Extreme still far in front.
Alright, Astrim looking so good so far. They have different tracks they have chosen. One is at the bottom and... Oh, careful! No, Juice! He was almost out of the track himself. He's a little bit aggressive as well as too much uncontrollable movement coming in from Juice himself. So this is coming towards the side that causing him his own losses. And we are at the 20 seconds or 20% left of the track himself. So this is going to be tough if Juice does not do something. But Astrim on the other hand, very beautifully, comfortably at the height of his own land for this second match. So far so good. He just needs to end this with a great ending. If the type of the fight himself will not come to him, he will only just be ending it with a beautiful clean sweep.
Yes, that's a clean sweep coming from Extreme with 2 minutes 30 seconds with the difference of 2 seconds between of Jam Juice. So Extreme get the clean sweep and he or she gonna go for the grand final.
Congratulations, Extreme, our first grand finalist of iOS bracket. On the other hand, we will see Juice again. Don't worry.
Yes, we're gonna
Juice
see
still
him
has
again.
the second chance to go home with much more money. Whether or not he wants to go home with $700 or he wants to go home with the $300. That was the try. That was the crash that we were not expecting that Juice was going to do, because we were expecting it was going to give a really clean sweep as well as a clean fight between these two players. But in the end, he over-bothered his own 360 to a point. His barrel roll was just uncontrollable to a point he crashed himself.
Yes, so that's the mistake that cost him the third and fourth place. For right now, Extreme with 2 minutes and 30 seconds goes to the grand final. But who's he's gonna meet? Maybe Seraph or Bumblebee. But right now, we gonna wait for the second match.
Yes, Malaysia Bole, aka Malaysia Can. I liked
Malaysia
it.
Can.
Not Can as in like the bottle can, but
Yes.
Can as in he can do it.
Yes, can.
Can
Malaysia
you do
can.
it? Yes, he can.
Yes, Malaysia can. Literal translation from Malaysia
But-
to English. So that's how Fasha, come on, guys. This is Fasha Bunny, guys. I'm very honored to be with partner with her tonight, actually. Because
Really?
yes, because right now I can bully her as much as I can. So
Yes,
we're
she
gonna
likes to tease me a lot. He's gonna get from me after this show, man. Seriously. But on the other hand, I'm also super honored to be here. Thank you again for Fuse for joining in me with the ultimate solution as well as mission to actually cast the Snapdragon Pro Series Asphalt 9 Legends, where
Yes.
legends are born. And so far right now, Extreme is just one step closer to be crowned as the legends of the champion for the Snapdragon Pro Series. Will he get that champion, or will he be contested by our second grand finalist, where we will moving into our second semifinals, which is we have our Taiwan versus Korean. First semifinals was Malaysian versus Korean. Now we're moving into Korean
versus
Taiwan.
Taiwanese. So we're gonna go and have a good rest. We're gonna be right back for Snapdragon Pro Series for game Asphalt 9 Legends. See you guys very soon.
I think we're not going to take a break a bit, you know? I
Oh,
think we
I
have...
think we go straight.
Oh, are we? Are we going to take a break a bit? Do you guys want us to take a break? I think you guys wanted to talk. Yeah, oh, okay.
okay.
I thought we were going to talk a bit with our winner, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, again, we are
Again,
missing
yes.
every opportunity to see me being shy and to be bullied by Fuse. But nonetheless, right now, we're going to take a little bit of
Yes,
break
this
before...
is the real break. That's the interval. That's the interval, yes. I don't know why, because we're waiting for the interviewers, but we cannot do that. So we're going to take a quick break.
Yes, we'll see you guys right after this for the second semifinals. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
The Snapdragon Pro Series is brought to you by Snapdragon Elite Gaming and Monster Energy.
Here we go. Back again, same scenario. Win, 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 win. Yeah, we on a roll. Yeah, 2, 4, 6. We like 10 and 0. I should probably tell them something that they didn't know. Back then, we was down with nowhere to go. Might have been down, but we didn't fall. Now we running it like some intervals. Ooh, what now? Tell me who you see when you look straight up. Like, wait, who? Us now. What you gonna do when we pull up on you? Like, ooh, touchdown. You already know what it is when I come through you. Ooh, shut down. Say, ooh, shut down. Say, ooh, what now? Tell me who you see when you look straight up. Like, wait, who? Us now. What you gonna do when we pull up on you? Like, ooh, touchdown. You already know. my time. You hear the crowd. Hey, we need that rain. Me and my team. Deja vu. This here a dream. We done all seen 100 times over back when we was just teens. Now we going dumb. Told them we the one. They would count us out. Now we counting up the funds. Now without a doubt, they be throwing up the ones. Like they was always rapping. I believe them if you want. Now they show love. Came with a dub. It is what it is. It isn't what it was. They all love to hate when it don't work out. Tell you that they always been down when it does. Look. Say, oh, what now? Tell me who you see when you look straight up. Like, wait, who us now? What you gonna do when we pull up on you? Like, ooh, touchdown. You already know what it is when we come through. Ooh, shut down. Ooh, shut down. Say, ooh, what now? Tell me who you see when you look straight up. Like, wait, who us now? What you gonna do when we pull up on you? Like, ooh, touchdown. You already know what it is when we come through. Ooh, shut down. Ooh, shut down. Ooh.
Assalamualaikum, hip hip hooray. Moving on to the next match of the iOS bracket. So far so good for the Extreme side because he has already passed the first stage. Right now, is it going to be the same situation for our two semi-finals for the second bracket, which is we got our JR Seraph versus Bumblebee. Two familiar names that has been competing from the last season. They have been doing wonderful. Are they going to actually do the same thing they did for the last season, where we see Bumblebee doing a wonderful job winning to go to the grand finals? But on the other hand, Seraph, despite he was not able to win to the grand finals for last season, I think he might do an epic comeback for this season.
Yes, what's good is because they are the player of the last season, so they have the better experience and they also know how the games work. But also, in the game, anything can happen.
Yep.
Anything, everything can happen. If gonna be a breakdown or any barrel roll that gonna go straight into your doom, but we also gonna know what's gonna happen. Right now, we're gonna go for Seraph and Bumblebee for the semi-final second match to set who's gonna go for the grand final, also for the third and fourth place.
Man, I mean, this...
Juice.
I mean, we see that Juice is at the third place match, and despite that, we expected much more from him because during the qualifier, we already defied or actually compared their own statistic from each and every single track. And this is where statistic lies to us. We thought that statistic will never lie to us, but turns out Juice was not doing well. He was very underperforming when he comes to fight with Extreme. When we compared to the statistic, only 1 second ahead with each other, but then again, Extreme was doing well controlling wise when it comes to the best of 3. So let's see if Seraph versus Bumblebee, it will be the same case. I want to see the head-to-head. I'm super interested. But back again to the track list. If you guys missed out what is going to happen for each and every semi-finals, we will move in from first map, which is San Francisco, Street of San Francisco. Second map, it will be Himalayas at the Cliffhanger, and then we'll move on to the Auckland map, whereas we'll see the starting grid will be the track itself.
Yes, Yeah, so we're gonna see where Seraph come from. So he's gonna go from qualifier 3 under Juice, but Juice already qualified, so they're gonna select Seraph. But the track is gonna they playing Scotland, the Freedom Route, and Seraph got the second place with 1 minute 58 seconds.
2 minutes behind him at the same track that Juice did.
2 seconds.
I mean, 2 seconds, yeah.
Yeah,
I said 2
2
seconds.
seconds.
Did I say something else? Views?
2 minutes.
Oh, 2 minutes. Oh my god.
You said- you said
it's
2
always like
minutes.
that. You know, your mind is thinking something else, but your mouth slips something else. It's always like that. But on the other hand, when we compare to Bumblebee versus Juice, he is ahead of Juice at the map of New York on the track of Urban Azores with 1 minute 44 seconds, 0.03 milliseconds. That is amazing. Meaning, for example, if for instance, who would have thought maybe the order was just different? Maybe Bumble was the one who was to meet with Juice or meet with Extreme. Bumblebee could have actually defeated Extreme straight away on the semifinals. But on the other hand, the story is way different for tonight. It's going to be Bumblebee versus Seraph for the second semifinals, and I see that it's going to be very, very tightly to the side of Bumblebee with these tracks.
Yes, but what can I say is both of the players have their own advantage inside of different tracks. So maybe Bumblebee is good in cities, or maybe Juice is good in like open track like Nevada or also Texas, also at the mountains. So they have their own advantage, they have their own strength, but also they have their skills and also practicality and strategy inside of every game.
Agree. And on the other note as well, like I said just now, just a little bit of funny motion to the side of Juice whereby he hit a bus. I know for a fact. I didn't even see the bus yesterday. I think when I was playing Asphalt 9, I was just cruising along very safely, but turns out the bus just appeared out of nowhere. It's like a peekaboo, I see you. And then Juice was just, oh no, I hit the bus and I couldn't even avoid it, and that was the crash that unfortunately causes his loss to the side of Extreme. So now, hopefully, players from Seraph as well as Bumblebee will be able to learn from that mistake and say, okay, since there's a bus right there, I will try to avoid it.
Yes.
Hopefully, and they will
Yes.
not crash.
Yes, but let's just see what's gonna happen on this second match of the day for the semi-final between Seraph and also Bumblebee. But before that, I want you guys to give the prediction on the Twitch chat, on any social media, everywhere. Make your Snapdragon match prediction, cast your vote in the Twitch chat.
Yes, who do you think will be the one to win this second semi-finals? Is it going to be to Bumblebee, who has the better stat compared to Juice as well as Extreme? Or will it be to Seraph, who is a little bit tightly close to one another, but maybe, who knows, stats may lie. Sometimes we can see that Juice was
Yes.
better, but then he was lost to side of Extreme. So like how Fuse has said, as well as his own idol, Ellie Golding, anything can happen.
Wow.
Anything can happen. So anything can happen right here at the Snapdragon Pro Series Asphalt 9 Legends. And hopefully we'll see a little bit of the legend to be born between Seraph as well as Bumblebee.
Yes, but right now, just give your prediction, guys. But for us, who's you think gonna win?
Oh man, this is gonna be
This is
time.
gonna be hard. Don't trust your stats.
You know, I don't trust
Don't
anymore.
trust
I
your
don't,
stats.
because
Just-
of that happened
Yes.
for the first semifinals. Now I'm clueless already. Like, wow, seriously, Astream literally shattered every single statistic in my mind now. And now I'm gonna say, like, I'm gonna vote what my heart says. So I'm gonna vote for this second semifinals, which is between Bumblebee versus Seraph. It could be Bumblebee
You're
because
gonna
of
go-
the experience.
No,
Yeah.
because of the aspirant. Because of the aspirant.
And I like Bumblebee anyway.
Okay, not gonna say much, but we go start for the first map. This is San Francisco, but Bumblebee going for the front, but right now with the boost. But we see Seraph going from the back, still trying to catching. Oh!
What
What
just
the-
happened?
It's a bus.
It's the bus?
It's
No.
no, it is the, what do we call that?
It's the
a tra-
fence.
Okay.
It's the fence.
It's
He
the
crashes
fence.
to the fence. I
Yes.
guess he thought the fence was not there yesterday.
The fans were not there. The map is always there, but right now Bumblebee still in front, but Sarah's trying to catching up with the barrel roll, with the nitro still in boost. And right now,
Looking good so far. We are seeing that despite that collision, a little bit of
Yes,
collision,
a little bit, yeah.
a little bit of causal distraction or damage coming in from the Bumblebee's choices to evade or even try to crash out Seraph. In the end, he's able to overtake, and now he's leading with the distance right now. He's gonna go in for the second lap. On the other hand, right now, Seraph, a little bit spicy right there, doing that 360 right away from that ramp itself. A little bit risky actually, but then again, he was able to land, so far so good, but still not enough to chase after Bumblebee.
Yeah, so right now Bumblebee still in front, going through the low road, but with the 360 on the docks, still getting the nitros and also straight line straight to the finish. But right now it's on the lap 2, 66%, still going strong right in front. But be careful of the ramp, be careful of the tram.
There. I saw the buses now,
Yes.
but Bumblebee was able to evade it. Nicely done,
Yes,
nicely done.
nicely done.
If not, it would have happened the same how Juice was. But then again, right now, we're still seeing that we have a 30% left for the track to be finished, and Seraph, on the other hand, still right at the tail of Bumblebee, but still not enough. He needs to do something, get that boost. No, he missed out a lot of that boost. Unfortunately, Seraph still was not enough. He could have actually used that boost, or maybe use the nitro that he already has, the charge up that he already has, and push in to get those boosters, those nitros. But in the end, a lot of those mistakes happening, and for this match, it was all for Bumblebee.
Yes, for the first match, we have Bumblebee with 2.11 seconds, like with just 1 second difference between Seraph with 2.12, but there is it. Just only 1 second in one game. They're gonna see who's coming at top. So Bumblebee got the first point, and we're gonna go for the second game right after this. They're gonna go for the Himalayas cliffhanger right after this, but Bumblebee get the win.
Yes, sir. I think because I go with my guts, I go with my heart, the player that I chose win. I don't know, maybe, who knows. But on the other hand, right now, back again to the highlight. If you guys missed out the action, what happened? This is something, this is a little bit tricky. That was it. Who would have thought that he was able to recover? He was a little bit crashed over because of a little bit of the collision with Seraph, but he was able to overtake at the center of the map, whereby there was a lot of ramps, and he took over the ramps. And for example, for Seraph itself, a lot of the boost was missed out. He didn't take the nitro, and that what causes the loss to the side of Bumblebee.
Yes, agreed. But right now, here's the first round winner. We have 2.11 seconds. We have Bumblebee with the Lotus Aviha. The players hail from Korea got the first win.
So far, so good for our Korean guy. And on the other hand, Taiwanese, they gotta do better for the second match. This is best of 2. Back again to the track list. San Francisco map, done. Now moving into the Himalayas, just like what Few said, we're going into the cliffhanger. And like the name itself, there's a lot of hills, there's a lot of steep, narrow ways that if you overstep your border, over barrel roll yourself, you might barrel roll down to the down of the cliff.
Yes.
So hopefully they will not do that.
Yes, be careful of your jump. Be careful of your jump. Just time your jump perfectly, or just doing the impossible, cruising out with the nitros.
Agree, because there are certain places inside the Himalayas cliffhanger where you need to play a little bit safe. There are certain sides you can be able to take some risks, but some risks, if you take, it might cost your life. And we've seen that happening to the side of Juice. It was also happening to the side of our Android bracket as well. So hopefully iOS knows what's up. Maybe they have seen how their competitor was doing during their season or their own bracket, so they may not want to do the same mistake. But now, moving in for the second match, let's take a look. Seraph versus Bumblebee, Korean versus Taiwanese.
Yes, so we're gonna go for the second match in 3, 2, and 1. We take off, and we're gonna see who's gonna be in front. Bumblebee with the nitros trying to go straight. Just a little bit of collision there, but still gaining ahead. We see Seraph at the back trying to catch up to Bumblebee with the barrel roll, and right now getting by the drift. They switch lanes.
Yeah, the switch lane. I think that Seraph will be better at the top lane, and right now Bumblebee at the bottom. He will take some of the ramps because when a little bit tricky on the side. Seraph doing the imaginable. No! Seraph knocked it down as well. Wow, That is amazing coming in from Seraph, and Bumblebee now needs to step it up. He needs to get back his momentum to chase after Seraph.
Yeah, so right now we expect the unexpected. Bumblebee is right at the back. So Seraph is right in front. Bumblebee trying to catching up with all the barrel roll, all the things that he can do with the drift and also with the nitros right in back. So right now, ooh, what's happened to Seraph? Seraph's kind of lagging, but right now we see Bumblebee trying to catching up. Seraph is still in front. So the nitros have been used with the gold nitros and also with the drift.
Okay, looking good so far, but on the other hand, Bumblebee, a lot of mistakes been done. He's actually hitting a lot of the obstacle on the track itself, and the track is not doing so good for him. He needs to do better. He needs to get all of those nitros for himself as well as the ramp. So that's why he is in desperate. He is in desperate motion right now, being left behind by Seraph.
Yeah, so right now Bumblebee is trying to gain the momentum that he need to be at the front, but some mistakes have been made, like he's gonna try to recover.
I think there's like a little bit of shortcut right there. They were taking a lot of the shortcuts to make sure that he will do the same amazing success that Seraph was done. But on the other hand, still not enough. But I think he can catch up a little bit. Now, Seraph able to get that golden boost, those gold nitro, definitely going to give more pressure to the side of Bumblebee to win this round. And I think this is going to be a tight fight indeed. With 90% of the track has already been covered up, Seraph will definitely win this as easy as possible because he doesn't want Bumblebee to win straight away. So we are going to go in for match number 3.
Yes, we're gonna go for the match number 3 because match number 2 has been won by Seraph. So with 2.14 seconds versus Bumblebee, 2 minutes 18 seconds, 4 seconds difference between the two players. And we're gonna go for the final match at Auckland starting grid.
Alright, take a look back on the highlights. We saw how Bumblebee was actually leading. He was doing so well, and who would have thought Seraph have a trick up his sleeve. He took the upper pathway and go into the shortcut, and then he goes into the front of Bumblebee and he crashes weight. He crashes straight away Bumblebee and making him lose his own momentum for the second match.
Yes, then that gave the opportunity to Seraph to get the win for the match, and with 2 minutes 14 seconds. So we're gonna go for the third match right after this. So what do you think? Who's gonna think you're gonna win?
Oh my, it was a tight fight indeed.
Yes.
But I hope that for the city of Auckland, back again to our city land side, we saw how Bumblebee was doing well with the tight corners. He
Yes.
was better at it. But Auckland, not just the tight corners that we need to think about, the straight lines.
Yes,
now,
the
if
straight
you
line.
don't take opportunity, those straight lines, it will be the end for you. So let's see how they're going to be like for their skills as well as their tactics inside the starting grid map. What about you, Fuse? What do you think about for the third match?
Let's just say this is the final map for them in this round, because if they lose, they're going to go for the lower bracket, third and fourth, or they're going to go for the grand final. So both players need to be mentally prepared, need to have the strategy that they need to bring inside the Auckland starting grid.
Agree. Definitely a very tight fight indeed. This is just like a... I mean, who would have thought for the first semi-finals of iOS, it was a clean sweep for Extreme, our Malaysia guy right there.
Yes.
On the other hand, we're like feeling another deja vu, whereby for the Android record as well, we had a lot of tight fight, a lot of 1-1 point for each other, and now we're back again inside the second semi-finals. The same thing happened. Bumblebee versus Seraph has 1 point with each other, and now if they make any more mistakes, either one of them will be the one who goes to the grand finals, and those who did not win, like you said, will go into the third place match. But Auckland, damn Auckland, this is a very tricky track indeed, because the fact is, if you don't control your speed, you don't push in to get those nitro for yourself, you will be going slow and you will be easily overtaken by your opponent.
Yeah, their skill gonna be tested. Why? Because Auckland have a tight corners, also have a straight line. So use your nitros wisely and also use the RAM however you can. Get in front of your opponents.
And not only that, I see now Saraf is a little bit tricky, a little bit, you know, he is very, very suspicious with these great tricks up his sleeve. So I want to see what Saraf will be doing for this third match. Will he do the same thing to Bumblebee for this Auckland map? Will he try to actually crash down Bumblebee again, or will Bumblebee learn from that mistake? Let's go in for the third match. Oh, so far so good right now. Both of them at the same length, at the same position, but right now Saraf is already taking control to get to the lead.
Ooh, so we see Saraf in front with the Bumblebee really, really right behind him, but with the boost trying to get in front. But right now, like I said, use the nitros on the straight line and also take care of the tight corners.
Okay, getting most of the nitros, and they both pick the same path for themselves. Now Bumblebee tried to catch up. Oh, he missed out that opportunity to overtake, but now we can see, oh no, Saraf was able to get the ramp. Bumblebee missed out, but now the ramp causes Saraf to overjuice his own barrel, and now Bumblebee was able to overtake.
Yes, so right now Bumblebee is in front and Saraf really at the back. So like I said, guys, jump your ramp wisely, because right now at the 30% we have Bumblebee at the front while Saraf at the back.
Gosh, wow, a little bit out of control for the side of Bumblebee there. Didn't know what happened. Could be that he lose focus, he lose control of his own car, and Saraf was able to take it up. But now he's back again. Oh my god, this is a tight fight indeed between Saraf versus Bumblebee. So far looking very tightly between both of these players, but Saraf is leading at the moment right now, taking the tramp and moving along to go to the lap number 2.
So right now we have entered the lap number 2, but Saraf right now still in front. We have Bumblebee right at the back, but we're gonna see, is Saraf gonna stand in front all until the finish line? Because right now Bumblebee is coming looking for blood.
Right, still tailing to the side of Saraf. Every ramp requires every step. It means something, whether you will be boost or you will be overtake. So some of the mistake that Saraf did actually give a help for the side of Bumblebee, but still maintaining right now, holding on to that first place position. Bumblebee, on the other hand, not able to overtake at all with Saraf's control of left and right. He's not giving any chance for the overtaking.
Yeah, so we see Saraf playing very, very clean right now. No mistakes, no...
Oh, what happened there? He suddenly crashed.
Yeah.
No, what happened? He lost track of him landing on the right track, and in the end now, Bumblebee was able to overtake by his own mistakes.
So right now, Bumblebee is right in front with 10% more. So what we can say right now, and errors have been made, and Bumblebee going to win. And there we go. Bumblebee gonna go for this grand final, and Saraf gonna go for the third and fourth place with 3 seconds different. With Bumblebee have 2 minutes 34 seconds and Saraf have 2 minutes and 37 seconds.
Such a waste. It was looking so good for Saraf, and I think Saraf was a little bit too confident, I guess, with that barrel rolls, and he tried to do as much a stun as possible to boost himself, and in the end he crashed himself while he was trying to land those tricks. And on the other side, despite a great fight indeed, both of those players were able to actually overtake one another, you know, but it goes down to Saraf was leading up, and Bumblebee, on the other hand, we cannot actually stress off. Here's the mistake coming in from Saraf. He tried to land, but he ended up crashing on the ledges. He actually crashes on the divider, and that's what causes his own loss, and he will be moving to the third place. But Bumblebee, congratulations, you will go to the grand final.
Yeah, so that is 2-1 on Bumblebee with 2.34 seconds. So we have the winners for the second semi-final. So we have Bumblebee going against who?
Extreme, of course.
Yes.
Malaysia versus Korea for the grand final. I'm super excited to see what's going to happen. So far, so good. We are seeing the players are doing well to fight in their own bracket. But once they move into the grand final bracket, will it be the same story? Will both of these players, if we can check out extreme type of tracks, we compare their own study. Let's go in for the recap itself for our tonight last bracket of the night, which is semi-final bracket. We have Bumblebee versus Saraf. it was doing so smooth for the first game. Bumblebee didn't have any collision. They actually had a really good time. Actually, they were playing at their own pace. They were playing at their own style, and there were no such inclusion. Even despite at that San Francisco, Bumblebee did crash a little bit because of the fan side, but he was still maintained to control his own car and didn't actually cause a lot of time for him to pace up his momentum. Yet he still won. On the other hand, for the second match, Saraf was just off the roof winning it. But for that last match, it was all for Juice.
Yeah, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen on the grand final. But after this, we're gonna go for third place match. We have Juice versus Seraph right after this. But right now, we are waiting for the queue. Maybe we're gonna get an interview. Okay.
Oh no! We do not have our interview again, but it's okay. If we don't have our interview, we can still say thank you to our sponsors, because without them, we would not be here. Thank you again to the Snapdragon Elite Gaming, where winning matters. If you want to win, you got to win with the Snapdragon Elite Gaming, my friend. And where better way to go in with the Snapdragon Pro Series. Thank you again to the Snapdragon Elite Gaming.
Yeah, so we're gonna go for a short break before the third and fourth match.
We also forgot our other main sponsor.
Oh yeah,
Fuse.
we also
Come
got
on, we
my
need a
favorite drink. I'm so sorry. We have Monster Energy drink, the best. Unleash the beast with www.monsterenergy.com/gaming. Go to their website, and also if you see any Monster drink at any convenience store, go buy them. They are the very good drink for your energy. So we're gonna go for a quick break before the third and fourth match. We're gonna see you guys right after this with me, Fuse, and my friend Fashabani.
The Snapdragon Pro Series is brought to you by Snapdragon Elite Gaming and Monster Energy.
Assalamualaikum and welcome back again inside our Snapdragon Pro Series Asphalt 9 Legends, the one that wants to find out if they can be the champion for the Asphalt 9 Legend. You are with me, Fasha, Bunny, as well as the Hasmas Fuse right on my right side right here and doing our best to hype out the game itself. First of our first part, our game whereby 2 semi-finals has already been overed. We have our Extreme from the first bracket going into the Grand Finals, whereas for our second semi-finals, we fought our Bumblebee moving into the Grand Finals. On the other hand, right now, we are going to lay back a little bit. Grand Finals, it will be the last ending of the show. Now, we're focusing on our third place match. Juice as well as Seraph, they are the one who needs to fight off inside the third place. Who will be going home with $300 and who will be going home with $700.
So we're gonna see who's gonna get the third match between Juice and also Seraph. But right now, we're gonna see which track they're gonna play. We have Scotland Wildlands, Nevada Long Runs, and also Osaka Mode Finale.
Yes, sir. So far, so good. I'm liking how the map itself for the third or place for the match itself, whereby we're moving into a very chilly side, Scotland. We see how it was for our third place match, whereby it was between Notion versus Mia Nori. And Mia Nori wants the game himself. He actually get the best of 3 straight away win streak for Mia Nori. And despite whatever it is, Notion was not able to even contest it out to even tight game. But on the other hand, this is our head-to-head between Juice versus Sarah. 1 minute 56 seconds to Juice side on the map of Scotland and the Freedom Route track. On the other hand, for Giraffe Seraph, we see that he only able to actually qualify with 1 minute 58 seconds. 2 seconds delayed between both of these players. So what do you think about this, Fuse?
Fact doesn't lie, but doesn't trust the fact. But don't trust the facts right now, because like I said, what happened in the game stay in the game. So anything can happen, is something inevitable right inside the game, because different strategy, different mechanism, different physical contact like a collision or different type of jump ramps gonna give you the right to fight for the victory.
Agreed. Because sometimes it also goes down to the luck itself, because maybe you know the track back of your hand already. You know it even with closing your eyes. You will able to go through each and every single maneuver of the track itself, the corners, the hills, the ramp itself. But there are certain times that, for example, we see how it was for Seraph. It was going so smoothly, thought that he will be able to land those barrel rolls and ended up landing at that divider. Who would have thought? And he was already leading at that time. And Bumblebee just come from behind and said, nope, I am gonna overtake you and win to the Grand Finals.
Yeah, so we're gonna go for the third and fourth place. But before that, all of the viewers on the Twitch, do your prediction, guys. Please do your prediction right now on the Twitch. Who's gonna go for the win for the third place Snapdragon match prediction? Cast your vote on your Twitch chat. But right now, we're going straight to the game, Fasha.
Yes, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Ooh.
A little bit aggressive coming in from the side, and Seraph always able to control a little bit. Oh, okay, so far was able to evade that collision. Could have been crashed out, but look at that Juice. Juice is being aggressive. Oh, okay. He's going in for the 360. He uses another track for himself, but is he actually being tailing up? Oh, okay, he is also being tailed up by Seraph. Nevertheless, that collision was able to avoid both of the players. It could have actually go either way, but in the end, Seraph is now being left behind by Juice.
So they are starting by being aggressive, but right now Seraph is at the back trying to catch up for Juice, but Juice not giving him any chances. He's gonna go straight for the win right in front, using his nice throws, using the drift, using the barrel roll that they can do to secure the win for the match.
Ooh, looking good, barrel roll, very
Looking
nice.
good.
4 barrel rolls been done by Juice right there, making sure that he gets a lot of his boost himself. Now he goes in for the barrel roll. 1 barrel roll, okay, not bad so far. Now another track right now, going in for the ramp. He pushed his own boost right there. On the other hand, this is actually the second lap already going in. Seraph still maintained at the bottom.
Yeah, so right now Juice is really right in front of them. But right now we are still inside the lap 2 with 50% on the map. He's choosing the low ground, still trying to get in front. But right now Seraph trying to boost his nitros, but he's gonna be depleted and doing the 360 to get the nitros back. But right now you see Juice really straightforward in front with the 360, entering the drift and also with the nitros boost.
Oh, he's comfortable. He doesn't need to do anything anymore because you know for a fact that he's already leading and the track is about to almost finish already. On the other hand, Seraph is struggling getting every single boost, getting those ramp for himself, doing the second or third barrel roll for himself as well. That 3 barrel roll was able to boost some of it, but now he missed out that gold nitro as well. Unfortunately, I think he already admits his defeat because with the tracks almost finishing to the 10% at this moment right now, it's gonna be tough for Seraph to chase it up. And Juice, on the other hand, he is not stopping at all. He is going all out and he has finished the race to win this second match.
Yeah, so there we go. Juice win the second match right now with the time of 2 minutes and 15 seconds, while Seraph is hanging back with 6 seconds, 2 minutes and 21 seconds. So Juice gonna get the second win.
Yes, sir. Looking so good so far for Seraph as well as B. During the beginning round, Seraph was able to avoid it, but then suddenly out of nowhere, Juice was just so aggressive at this trailer side, at this the level area, whereby even though it was a tight corner, it was actually very small space, a little bit of lane for you. If you do any mistake with that 360, he could have crashed, but Juice take that risk to make sure that he will be able to overtake Seraph, and that is the reason why he was leading and he won this round for himself. 2:15 seconds on the clock. Wow, that's amazing by Juice.
That's amazing by Juice. So, like I said, who you think gonna win in this series?
Man, Juice, he disappointed me on the first semi-finals, man, because we were so rooting on him. You say that he had the best track, he has the best time lapse on his qualifier, whether or not it was different compared to other players. But even on the different tracks, he was still competing. He still play on other tracks and he still has the best time. But he lost to Extreme, who actually has a different time of time lapse, and he was actually a little bit further down compared to Juice. But in the end, Extreme was the one who wins. So, you know, I'm just gonna quote what Ellie Goulding always say: anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Just like I said to you, Fasha, anything can happen inside the game. So right now we're gonna go for the next tracks. We're gonna see who's gonna win for this time around, Fasha.
Yes, sir. This is our second round of the match for our Seraph versus Juice. Nevada long run, just like the name itself. Come on, I think you guys already know what's going to be like on the tracks. It's all the straight lines that you need to conquer, all the sandy waves that you need to actually figure out how to fight, as well as making sure that you do not actually overstep all of those barrel rolls for yourself. I know you want to boost yourself, but we see how it was when it comes to Seraph, when he was too overconfident with the barrel rolls and causes his own loss when he collapsed.
Yeah, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen inside the game, because any errors can be from your side or from the other opponent's side. Why? Because they can do anything inside the game. Like I said, Fasha, a facts addict.
Oh.
Fasha, a facts addict, still can't believe why the facts never fail. But let's see what's gonna happen right now with Juice versus Seraph on map 2.
Let's go! Okay, Juice. Okay, a little bit of the motion who wants to start the aggression but didn't go for it. Now taking the boost for himself, then boost himself for the straight line. But okay, there's an attempt. There's the attempt coming in from Seraph, but he actually lost the attempt or lost the chance to actually go in for the collision because Juice was able to step ahead. Now go in for the jump. You can see Juice was able to avoid it and now going in for delete.
So we were seeing right now Juice is still leading in front but still trying to get the best way he can, but Seraph still follow him right at the back in the tunnel, driving through the wall. But right now where we're gonna go, the boost is on, but with this jump, will they get the win or not? Will they get the pass? But no, Juice still in front.
Juice still in front, but Seraph is tailing him little by little bit right now, able to cover up some of the distance that has been thrown out by Juice himself. Now, those tight corners, he needs to be able to actually control it out. A little bit of the collision coming in from the baseline as well as the Vider from the right side, but it's okay. He still maintains it out. Ooh! A little bit too aggressive. Almost not landing and almost being crashed by himself, but it's okay. He was able to control it out, that barrel roll as well as the 360. Now he goes in for the rush. He's able to go in. We are moving into the lap number 2. Juice still leading.
Yes, we see Juice still leading in front with the nose, with the nitros, with the boost, and also with the drift. And also right now he's going inside the tunnel, followed by Seraph. But right now Seraph trying to catching up with the ramp and also the jump, but maybe a little bit of error can cost you the game, Fasha.
Yes, okay. He's gliding through the side of the tunnels as well, but he's also a little bit of that collision as well as the crashing side. If you actually grind your car through that tunnel, it will give a little bit of obstacle and slow down your own tempo, your momentum. You have to avoid those kind of things. You don't want to grind too much to a point that you grind at the edges or at the walls of the tunnel itself, and that's something that Seraph has been doing a little bit. And look at that, keep on making same mistake, grinding through every single wall, every single divider, and slowing him down. He could have actually able to step things up, and now he jumps straight to the ramp. He takes another ramp. He barrel rolls. Oh, that could be like a 10 barrel roll for himself. And he also 360. He's chasing up a little bit, but the finish line is right there, and Juice wins the game straight away.
Yeah, so Juice win the game with 2 minutes and 32 seconds, but the difference is only 1 second by Seraph. They are using the same car, they're using the same tracks, but Juice got the win.
Congratulations, we have found our 3rd place winner. Juice, our Korean guy, will be going home with $300 US. Sorry, $700 US, whereas Seraph will be going home with $300 US. Still a lot, it's okay, it's still a lot. Even though you are at the 4th place, you qualifying yourself is already a win for you. But how much money you want to bring home? Now that's the question that it will be answered right here at the Snapdragon Pro Series. But nonetheless, for the 3rd place and the 4th place, we have our answer already. Juice as the winner. As the last round, he had 2 minutes 32 time lapse for himself with 2 win streak for the 3rd place match.
Yeah, so we have the 3rd place match winner. We have Juice and also Seraph. Thank you so much for joining us in the game, and congratulations to Juice for getting the 3rd place. But right now we are waiting for the queue if there is any interviews. If there is any interviews, but right now just enjoy, just show, just see the winner of the 3rd match, Juice.
Relish the win that Juice has done. It was amazing job done by Juice. Nevertheless, he was even able to avoid. This is the thing about when it comes to fighting inside the Snapdragon Pro Series Asphalt 9 Legend. Sometimes you gotta make sure that you'll be able to evade the attempts that is done by the opponent to crash you up, and that was seen by Juice himself. He was trying to crash to extreme in the previous round, and now he was playing safe. He said like, maybe I can't do any attempts, I can't be a little bit too aggressive. He was trying to, but then he stopped it out. And even at the first round of the 3rd place, he was aggressive to himself. Pretty much he was pushing on himself, and this is where we see tactical wise, you have to focus more on yourself to win compared to focusing on your opponent, trying to figure out what are the ways to make sure that my opponent crash. Instead of doing that, maybe you should focus on how to boost my speed even more to lead the track. Am I right, Freeze?
Yes. So any errors in game can happen. So please do drive carefully inside the game and also outside the game. Just like so we're gonna wait for the queue if there is any interview, but right now for everyone, stay tuned with us, because right after this we're gonna have the grand final for iOS platform in this Asphalt 9 Legends for Snapdragon Pro Series ESL.
Yes, sir. I think because the fact that we haven't had any interviews, so I think we're gonna go straight to the break. Unfortunately, we still haven't heard the voice of the man behind the wheel. It's okay. Hopefully, maybe we'll get the grand final champion.
Yes,
Who knows? Who
yes.
knows? Maybe if we're lucky enough. But then again, right here, right now, this is the Snapdragon Pro Series Asphalt 9 Legend. Please make sure to stay tuned. I want to shout out to those who are from my fan side. I see a lot of viewers, that is my supporters from Fasha Bunny Streaming. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I can't name you all because there was a lot of players, a lot of viewers who I know, but thank you so much for joining into the live. Make sure to stay tuned till the end right now, guys. We are moving into the grand final, but before that, let's take a break.
The Snapdragon Pro Series is brought to you by Snapdragon Elite Gaming and Monster Energy.
I gotta get it, I'm on the mission, snap any minute, casually winning. Stop tripping on me, stop dissing on me. Yeah, I got a dream, can't take it from me. My fire's burning, now I'm always learning. Tell me where to go, man, I'm on a journey. Yeah, I can't explain it, I get excited. Keep it 300, King Leonidas. Strap in, cause it's gonna be a long ride. Working on me every single day and night. There comes a time when your worlds will collide. If it's holding you back, push it right to the side. Ain't got no time for no fear. I work too hard to get here. Ain't got no time for no fear. I work too hard to get here. I don't got the time, put me in, coach. I've been going hard, time to let it show. Everything raw, give it to me now. Let me have the spot, man, it's going down. Gotta get it here, I don't wanna wait. Take what I want, then I go train. Gotta get a win, I won't lose the game. This is my year, I ain't gonna break. Strap in, cause it's gonna be a long ride. Working on me every single day and night. There comes a time when your worlds will collide. If it's holding you back, push it right to the side.
On another level, I will never settle. Mind over matter, get the gold medal. On another level, I will never settle. Mind over matter, get the gold medal.
Ain't got no time for no fear. I work too hard to get here. Ain't got no time for no fear. I work too hard to get here.
On another level, I will never settle. Mind over matter, get the gold medal. On another level, I will never settle. Mind over matter, get the gold medal. On another level, I will never settle. Mind over matter, get the gold medal. On another level, I will never settle. Mind over matter, get the gold medal.
Ain't got no time for no fear. I work too hard to get here. Ain't got no time for no fear. I work too hard to get here. Ain't got no time for no fear. I work too hard to get here. Ain't got no time for no fear. I work too hard to get here.
All right, guys, here is it. We are back again to the grand final for the iOS platform for Asphalt 9 Legends with me, Fuse, and also with my favorite co-casters, Fasha Bunny.
Yes, and while we are actually waiting to go into the grand finals, I want Fuse to do a little bit of big box to give a little bit of anticipation, thrill emotion while we go into the grand final. Come on, just a little bit. Come on. You know, like the heartbeat feeling. Grand final. Come on, come on. I know you can do it. He's actually a great professional beatboxer, so come on, let's go for it. Come on.
Okay. But right now, let's focus back to the bracket because we have finished the semi-final also in third and fourth place. We have Juice taking the third place, and we're gonna go for the grand final. We have Extreme from Malaysia versus Bumblebee from Korea.
Looking so good now, but both of these players have done so well in their own bracket. Extreme winning 2-0 on their own bracket, which is the first semi-finals. Bumblebee, on the other hand, able to actually take down Seraph only after 3 matches. So comparing to the stat itself, you know, I'm the type of stat person.
Yeah, you love stats.
I love stats. So Extreme, despite I was a little bit hesitant, but yet he was able to take down Juice. But on the other hand, right here, we're moving into the track list. If you guys missed out what's going to be like for the grand finals, it will be on the map of Shanghai, the Pearl of Orient. On the second map, it will be on Cairo, Nile River. The third map will be US Midwest. And if we can't find a winner yet up until the third map, we'll move into the Caribbean island Paradise Resort. And if we have a tiebreaker, we'll go into the map of New York, which is city that never sleeps.
Yes, we see on the Android side, we have 3-0 clean sweep. So maybe we can see another clean sweep tonight.
Maybe, who knows?
Maybe.
Because the fact
Maybe.
is, it was a beautiful run coming in from our Android bracket. Shout out again to our winner, which is Mion, our beautiful. I mean,
Mion.
if we know Mion from the K-pop side, our
Yes.
idol, definitely she's a beautiful girl. But I'm not
Yes.
sure if Mion is actually a beautiful girl right here on the game side. But on the other end, right here, head to head, Extreme versus Bumblebee. We are seeing our time lapse between these two players. Extreme has 145 points of place or time lapse compared to Bumblebee. At this strike, he has 1 minute 44 seconds. So that means the stacks actually reach out or put Bumblebee ahead of Extreme actually.
Yes, for New York Urban Exodus map, so Bumblebee have the advantage here. But let's just see what's gonna happen because we have 5 different maps with 5 different structure, 5 different cars with the same car but with different drivers.
Yes, now I'm demanding this. I am requesting you to do a little bit of beatbox for our sponsor. Come on.
Come on, guys.
Come on.
Don't do this, voters. But right now, we are shouting out to our sponsors. We have
Snapdragon Pro Series Elite. Yes, our sponsors. Oh, Monster Energy, the one and only our favorite drinks ever. Come on,
So
just a little bit beatbox.
yeah.
Wow, nicely done. There you are, our professional beatboxer / caster right there. He's multi-talented.
Thank you very much. But right now, let's focus on Monster Energy. Thank you very much for sponsoring our series for the day and also for ESL for managing and organizing this Snapdragon Pro Series. So right now, we are gonna go for maybe the first match, but right now I ask to you guys outside in the Twitch, in the Facebook or in the Twitter to start the prediction. Snapdragon match prediction is on. Show me who's gonna win on the chat.
Who will win? The power is in your hand. Not just because you might control or might be you will predict the future and you might be feeling proud like, oh, I predict the right winner, and you will feel the overwhelm of support coming in to actually give the boost for our players. Because our players, if they see it that a lot of people are boosting for them, they definitely will be even motivated to win the game itself because we are already at the grand finals. It is at the end.
Yes, this is the grand final of the night for the iOS platform. But this is Snapdragon Pro Series for Asphalt 9 Legends. So, who's you think gonna win? This is between us. Who do you think gonna win?
You know,
Malaysia.
did you just cut me out? You should not cut me out. But nevertheless, I'm not going to cut you guys out from the game itself. We are starting out our first match for our last game of the day, which is we have Bumblebee versus Extreme. Malaysia versus Korea. Bumblebee is taking out the lead right now, getting some of the nitros. Ramps on the left side will be taken. Much of the battle rolls will be given out. Extreme got the purple boost coming out for him, and right now he will be leading.
Yes.
Nicely done, and with the ramp as well, he will getting all those stun for himself.
So right now, Extreme is in front with 20% on the map. We see Bumblebee is following really right up. But I think it's gonna be a crash. But that 360 is off. nearly there, but he can do the pass, but the 360 cannot give it to him.
Yeah, a little bit of messiness, choppiness coming in from the land side. So they got to be careful to control how they want to blend their barrel rolls as well as the 360. They are a little bit desperate. We can see that. Ramps will be taking both of them. They got the purple boost up from themselves, the shockwave for themselves. And on the other hand, Bumblebee chasing up and now overtake. I think there's a little bit miss coming off from the side of Extreme right now. He had made a little bit mistake with that rolls off he's done. And now we can see B is already leading up.
Yeah, we see Bumblebee right in front, but right now, a little collision, but we're gonna see who's still in front, but Extreme still at the back. Nearly there. Nearly there, Fasha, nearly there.
Wow, beautiful overtake coming in from Extreme side. Malaysia versus Korea. This is the first match and it's already interesting. Getting the ramps, getting the 360, 360, 460. Oh my god, it's already going all over the place for the 360 themselves. But they're able to boost up. Still not enough to chase after. Now getting the boost for themselves. They are both of them getting nitros. Now getting the purple. Now the 360. The battle rolls is doing well for themselves. But still, Bumblebee, who isn't able to overtake yet for the side of Extreme.
Yeah, so right now we have 10% more on the track. Are we gonna see Extreme right in front right now, not giving any chances to Bumblebee to go and overtake him?
2 seconds to go, and we have our first win from the side of Extreme with 2 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock, only 1 second behind by Bumblebee.
Yeah, so we have 2 minutes and 10 seconds on Extreme and 2 minutes and 11 seconds on Bumblebee. But right now we're gonna see the replays. They're gonna be neck and neck. Extreme really right in front, trying to do the barrel roll, but just bypass him. And this is where it's wrong.
Yep, yeah, this is where there's a lot of mistake coming in from Bumblebee, and he actually didn't land properly with that 360. This is the problem, you know, you want to like be very confident, you want to be as much as boost up for yourself, but in the end, if you don't land properly, the boost up will not actually happen. It will actually slow your momentum down, and somehow this is the risk that they have to take. The thing that you already said, Fuse. Every step of the way, every ramp that you do, every tricks that you do, it has to be do it in a precision. If it's not consistent and precise, it will cost you your own loss.
Yes, that's really right. But right now, Extreme with 1 point in front with 2 minutes and 10 seconds. We're gonna see the second map will be Cairo, that will be Nile River. But right now, we're gonna see what's gonna happen on the second map.
Yes, going into the sandy Cairo Nile River.
With the pyramids.
With the pyramid.
Yes.
Beautiful pyramid. One of my goals to go there actually for vacation.
You never go there?
Never. It's a 7th wonder of the world and I never even been there. Would you like to go there to see that? How the beautiful pyramid has stand so long in the sand.
If I had a chance, I also want to go there. But right now, we just can't go there in-game. That's the way that we can do it free of charge. Right?
Agree?
We can go there. Let's just like play Asphalt and also visit the pyramid.
Thank you, Asphalt 9 Legend, for giving us a little bit of the image of the Cairo itself. I get to feel a little bit like I'm holiday as well, but not in holiday spirit, but more to winning the game holiday spirit. Because the fact is, you gotta win the game, man. If you don't win the game, well, it's not really that fun, isn't it? I mean, you want to have fun, but at the same time, having fun with winning the game will give even more boost up for the fun itself.
Yeah, so right now we're gonna go straight inside the game. We have Extreme versus Bumblebee, map 2, Nile River, and 3, 2, and 1, Fasha.
Alright, everybody, let's get it on. So far, so good right now. It's going smoothly for B at the moment. He is already leading. I think Extreme taken a little bit too time or a little bit late off time for him to push the push button. But on the other hand, right now, he's still tailing. So it's still a time for him. He takes the ramp for right now. But both them able to land at the same spot and still being left behind by B.
So right now we're gonna see if Extreme can go and overtake Bumblebee, but we see both of them using their nitros and doing very well, very clean, not gonna touch on anything either side.
Yes, so far so good, and they landed out. I think that was also a 50-50, could have actually gone through a crash, but still maintain a great composure. Not gonna go actually over push the border of their own barrel rolls, and all of them have able to land it out. Extreme, on the other hand, didn't actually push the button. Still, I keep on seeing a little bit hesitant coming from Extreme, our Malaysia team.
Yeah, so right now they are trying the best they can to handle their position right now because Extreme is really tight behind Bumblebee. So use of the nitros, you are the shockwave, but still not gonna get, and we enter the lap 2.
Okay, so far so good. So far going well for the side of B, but nonetheless, Extreme, he needs to be a little bit more desperate. He's a little bit too passive to a point that maybe he's a little bit scared that he might crash it, because it happened on the first round, whereby if they make a little bit slight mistake, it could have actually go away for his side. And he knows for a fact that right now, he needs to play it safe. Now, tight corners are coming up right ahead. Will they be able to overtake at that tight corners, or will B still leave out behind Extreme at his front side?
Yes, we're gonna see right now. Is Extreme gonna do anything to overtake Bumblebee? But we at the 80%, nearly at the end of the race. But do Extreme have the chance?
Alright, barrel roll, barrel roll, barrel roll, barrel roll. Land it out, but still not enough to boost it up. And still, he keep on pushing at the wrong side. Now, this is a straight line going into the corner. Both got the boost right now, tying to each other. But look at that. B was able to boost himself, even further be in front of Extreme.
Yeah, so right now with 9%, no, I'm sorry, with 3% more, and there we go. B gonna finish the race for the second race, and there we go. 1 point for each players. With Bumblebee have 2 minutes and 25 seconds, while Extreme also have 2 minutes 25 seconds with 3 milliseconds difference.
Wow. 3 milliseconds. That's the shortest gap we have seen so far. Usually we see only like 0.5, but right now 0.003 milliseconds. This is phenomenal. Extreme and B, both of them are really working hard to be the grand final champion. But right now with 2 matches already done, 1 point for Bumblebee, 1 point for Extreme.
Yeah, so right now they are neck and neck. So we're gonna go for the third race right after this, but right now this is your round winner for the finals in the iOS platform for Asphalt 9 Legends. We have Bumblebee 2 minutes and 25 seconds, 2 minutes 25.465 seconds.
Doing well so far for the side of Bumblebee, but here on out we're moving into the net strike. So far, I think maybe if we check out every single location that Bumblebee has been performing, I think he likes the sandy beach more. He performs well on the sandy beach. Maybe he likes to go to the sand place.
Maybe he likes the beach, beach itself. He likes the beach itself. Why? We have the water, we have the waves, we have the sound of the seagulls.
Oh,
They're gonna make him calm.
I see.
Yes, and also
yeah.
giving him focus inside the game. Maybe that.
Maybe. What about you? What if you had a choice between city and beach? Which would you choose?
Beach. I'm gonna go for the beach.
So you're Bumblebee.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
Bumblebee.
I just accept that. Why? Because I love the beach. The beach is yes. I hail from the my hometown. It's right beside the beach.
Oh, that would be so good. That would be so nice. Must be nice to be very close by to the beach in the like every single time you're in the night, you can hear the sound of the waves, and it's very chilly, isn't it?
Yes, that's very chill, but beware of the big waves. That more or less, we're gonna go maybe straight for the third race. We have US Midwest Whirlwind Curve.
Yeah, this one is also chilly as well. You don't need the beach as well, because the fact is it's already windy around the area. So control-wise, Bumblebee as well as Extreme, they gotta be careful with the cliff side. Look at that, a lot of tornadoes coming in. Now getting the golden nitro for both of them. Pushing on the button first. Stream is still far behind. Okay, the ramp right now. Barrel rolls for themselves. But, okay, can he take over? He used the boost. He overtake! Now he goes for the ramp side. Alright, goes for the barrel roll again. Boosts himself again. Now B is right behind him.
Yeah, see, we see Extreme using a tactical skill, and he doing it good. He doing it nice. But right now, Extreme is struggling right in front. We're gonna see the shockwave, but right now, Extreme still right in front of Bumblebee. Fasha.
Nice, nice. I like that. A great, passive, aggressive ways coming in from a stream side. And he is also using every single straight road for his own boost. Now, B decided to go to the down path. Down path is much more easier to go and penetrate or even go for the curve side. So I understand maybe B wants to go for the straight line. But right here, it's still not giving any boost because Astream is still leading the way.
Yeah, Astream is still right in front right now. B is trying to catching up, but right now he's using the boost. And right now, Astream still in front. He's going to use everything that he can to conquer his position. But right now, this is lap 2.
Lap 2 doing so good right now. But he overtake! He was able to overtake. I think Astream was a little bit too far, or maybe a little bit too bashed to the brake side. So that's the reason why B was able to overtake. You cannot push that brake side too much to a point that B will be able to overtake. And now it seems that we are doing a great numbers of fight as well as the ramp and the barrel rolls. But B still at the lead right now. Astream is not doing anything to make sure that he'll be able to overtake. Maybe he will wait for the right time to push that button.
Yes, it's a nice barrel roll, but some mistake maybe made. No, he still survived right now. Right now, he's trying to get the best way he can. Nitros is out. The drift is on. Trying to get on the jump. Maybe going down on the ledge to the downside, but no, he's gonna go straight. Yes, he's gonna go down, followed by Astream. And right now, what he gonna do to bypass his opponent in front?
Alright, he grinds a little bit to the edges of the track himself, and this is gonna give even more slow momentum from him. On the other hand, B, he's swiftly moving, great control-wise coming in from Bumblebee for this season. And this match itself, he's doing well, he performs well, and he wins this round straight away, making sure that Extreme will not be able to overtake. And 1 second on the clock defies between Bumblebee and Extreme for the time lapse.
Yes, we have Bumblebee with 2 minutes and 21 seconds, while Extreme coming in second with 2 minutes and 22 seconds. But we see the replay, a lot of neck and neck race happening. This is the best part. He's trying to boost, he's trying to get the first place, and also a nice collision right in front of him. Bumblebee is doing great with the tactical skill and also finishing the game with 2 points by 1 point on Extreme.
It could have been to the side of Stream, but a lot of the mistake coming in from the side. And this is something that he needs to learn. Because despite you might be the one who overtake during the beginning of the rounds itself, the beginning of the track itself, the race. But in the end, if you are not careful with your pushing your button as well as not braking at the right time, B will be able to overtake. And that was happened because he was going into the corner, and unfortunately B was able to overtake when Astream was taking his sweet time to push his own boost.
Yes, and now we are finally gonna go to Caribbean Island Paradise Resort. Why? Because we never get the chance to go to this track.
Yeah, exactly. It was a win-win fight, easy win fight for the side of Andro Bracket, where Mion was able to win 3-0. But here on out, it's going to be a tight fight indeed. 1 point goes out to Extreme, 2 points goes out to Bumblebee. If Bumblebee wins this round, he will be the grand final champion. But if, for example, Extreme suddenly out of nowhere found his momentum back, found his motivation to push into the Caribbean island, it's gonna be a tiebreaker at the New York. But so far right now, we're still gonna contest at the Caribbean island. Let's see how it's gonna be done, Fuse.
Yes, so this is the first time we're gonna see in this series gonna play on Caribbean Island Paradise Resort. But we're not right now. We are still waiting to get inside the game. So right now with 2-1. Twitch, chat, come on guys, who's gonna pick for the match? Who are we gonna see a clean sweep 3-1, or we're gonna see the New York?
Maybe, I don't know, because it seems that Extreme is also doing well, trying to do better for that third match. I thought it was going to be on his side, but unfortunately, he keeps on making that mistakes, and this is something that you don't want to do the same mistake at the Caribbean Island. This is back again to the Sandy B as well, because the fact is this is a paradise resort. You know, it's a paradise. Definitely,
Yes.
we're gonna see a lot of ocean side, and this is also, you gotta be careful to make sure that you will not over barrel yourself to the ocean. I mean, I know you like to take a deep a little bit, swimming to the side like Dora or Dory, Finding Dory, but on the other hand,
It's Dora, is it? Dora is the explorer, is it?
Dora is the explorer. Finding Dory is the fish side. But
Yeah,
on
the
the other
fish
hand,
side, yes.
we don't want to be the fish right now. We want to be as fast as furious like the Lotus car right here. So hopefully they will not go for the swim. They go in for the track.
Yeah, so right now we are starting the game for the fourth track happening right now. Bumblebee is staying in front with the barrel roll, followed by Extreme and the drift, and also the nitros is on. And there we go, the sandy beach is happening. But right now, this is a beautiful map. But there we go, it's be very careful. And there we go, Extreme just bypass.
Wow, beautiful bypass coming in from Extreme, and a little bit too ambitious from the side of B. He was doing a lot of the barrels that causes him to actually overstep his own track and making him to actually not land properly on his own feet. But on the other hand right now, or should I say wheels, land on his own wheel. And on the other hand right now, Extreme still actually leading this few halfway through for his match right now. Or the track itself is 39% left, and a little bit collision coming in. His attempt to try to crash it out, but unfortunately was not able. Now still tailing up against Extreme.
Yeah, so right now Extreme is trying to maintain his position, entering the lap 2, but still, this is the really dangerous mag. Okay, still safe. Okay, Santai, still safe.
Still relax.
Relax, chillax. Yes, chillax.
Santai in Malay means relax. I like it. We have really nationalism. That's why we keep on spelling or speaking in our mother tongue. But on the other hand, right now, Extreme not giving opportunity, because he knows for a fact there's a reason why B won that second match, because he was able to overtake. Now, Extreme, he has to be cautious with every single corner he does. He made a lot of mistakes during this third match he did, and now he's pushing through, going into the hillside and making sure that he will not, but he grinds a little bit to the left side or the right side of the track, and that's going to cause his momentum. But so far so good. He's still been actually at the lead side of the track with 4% left. Can he win this straight away, or will he be overtaken?
Yes.
No! In the nick of time, he was able to get one more point for himself, and right now, who would have thought we'll be pushed back to the tiebreaker of the fifth match?
Yes, finally we have the point to go to the fifth match. We have Extreme with 1.58 seconds, and also Bumblebee with 2 minutes and 07 seconds. They have 9 seconds difference, but this is it. We're gonna see the replay, what's gonna happen. Extreme, this is the place where he overtake with the low roll. He just bypassed Bumblebee.
And really great control of the track itself. He didn't allow any overtake. He makes sure that the fact that B will not be able to overtake, because that was the mistake coming in from the previous match he's done. He always makes sure that there was going to be a gap between two players. Like for example, like B or Extreme was right in front, and B will be able to actually use that open space to bypass or even overtake him. But on the other hand, for this map, the control motion from the side of Extreme was just superb, to a point that there was not even one chance for B to overtake.
Yes, so right now we are finally going to see New York. Have you go to New York?
Oh no, I haven't been there. I wish I was there as well, but unfortunately didn't have the opportunity to go to New York. But it's okay, Asphalt 9 legend will take us there.
Yes, the same thing I just said earlier. But yes, New York City that never sleep, literally. So we're gonna see the last map. We have 2 points versus 2 points on each of the players. So this is the final race. Who's gonna go home and bring back the $1,500?
It's very intense. If you want to get that $1,500 US, you gotta win this, and you only have one more chance left. One more chance not to risk it all and not to mess it up. And I know B as well as Extreme is very anxious and nervous if he makes any more mistake inside this last round.
Yes, so we're gonna see who's gonna be the crown champion of ESL Snapdragon Pro Series for the game Asphalt 9 Legends. This is the last map, New York City that never sleeps. So all the Twitch chat, come on guys. All the Twitch chat, all the Facebook, all the Twitter, do your prediction. This is the last race for the day. We have Extreme versus Bumblebee.
Yes, let's go for the race of the night in 3, 2,
and 1.
Let's go, Pete! Whereby we right here, it seems that Extreme is able to lead with the boost. B, on the other hand, didn't push his boost as much as more he could have done. So Extreme was the one who all out in the beginning of the match itself. On the other hand, right now, getting all the boosts for themselves. The goose that ramp as well. Now, let's see if this 360 will give much more boost compared to Extreme. Now he tried to overtake. Will he be able to overtake? No, the ramp was taken out. And now B was able to bypass Extreme.
So right now what we're gonna see is Extreme still at the back trying to gain the momentum. Korean is in front. Bumblebee is doing great right now, but we're gonna see what's gonna happen because this is just lap 1. There's nothing we can know about lap 2, but right now Extreme still struggling trying to get in front.
Yes. Extreme crashes to the walls of the tunnels. Now, that's the tricky part. When it comes to the New York side, there's a lot of tunnels that you got to be careful. You try to make sure that you will be able to pass through the tunnels. If not, you might crash the walls, and that's what causes him. And right now, he has been left behind so far by Bumblebee.
I'm getting really excited because this is the last race we are gonna have for the day, but we're gonna see Extreme still at the back trying to catch up to B, but B is not going for the easy win. He's gonna struggle at the very end, go for the clean route and not gonna do any mistakes.
Yes, a lot of he also actually left out. He was supposed to go to the top path, but he ended up going to the down path. But it's okay. He doesn't really need to bother about anything because he's already leading, and he's actually really leading far behind from the side of Extreme. So Extreme needs to do something to catch up to the side of Bumblebee. Bumblebee is doing well so far, but we still at the 76% of the track itself, and this is going to be tough if... no, he crashed
Extreme
himself again. He wanted to do the 360. Stop doing it at the corner or at the tight slope, and he tries again. Oh wow.
He's just doing anything that he wants right now because this is like at 85%. So what we can say is B is strolling straight to the finish line with the shockwave, and also there we go, and here we are. We have the champion, we have the grand final winner, we have Bumblebee from Korea.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
축하해. I don't know whether I really speak so rightly, but I say 축하해. It's actually congratulations. Congrats. So 축하해.
So we have Lotus Eviha by Bumblebee. We have 2 minutes and 15 seconds by Extreme. We have 2 minutes and 28 seconds. They have 8 points difference. 8 seconds difference.
8 seconds, 7 seconds actually at
7 seconds.
Yeah,
Yes.
You're right. The first try, he was right. So definitely great job to the side of B as well as Extreme. But congratulations, our champion, our real legend of Asphalt 9 legend goes out to our Bumblebee with 2 minutes 50 seconds on the clock. Congratulations, what a wonderful job.
I think he's a transformer.
No wonder.
Bumblebee, so he's good with the cars. So there we go. We have the grand final winner. We have Bumblebee from Korea representing the Asia Pacific region. So maybe you're gonna have any interviews, maybe no, but I know a person that can speak Korean right beside of me.
Oh no!
There we go. We have a K-pop fan that maybe we're gonna have her interviewing our winner, but maybe we don't have any interviews. But this is it. Showing the bracket right now, we have 3-1 point on Bumblebee. He's gonna be the grand winner, going back with $1,500, and Extreme in the second place with $1,000, and Juice with $700, and also Seraph with $300.
Congratulations to all of our iOS bracket. You guys did a wonderful job for the qualifiers, but unfortunately, there can only be one winner for the Snapdragon Pro Series. So it is Bumblebee who takes the win with $1,500 US.
Yes, $1,500 US. Where can we go?
A lot of places. A lot of places. But on the other end, for those of you guys who missed out, how much can you win inside the Snapdragon Pro Series Asphalt 9 Legend? For those who wants to join in for the next season, hopefully there will be a next season, and you will be able to win $1,500 US for the first place. Second place will be going home with $1,000. Third place will be going home with $700, and the fourth place will go home with $300 US. And I liked it. I mean, come on, who wouldn't want that kind of money in their hands while just playing a game?
Yes, and also it's a mobile game. You can play it anywhere that you want. So This is it. This is the end of the series with me, Fuse, and also with my friends Fasha Bani. I am so stoked to be on this studio with all of you. Thank you for the sponsors, Fasha. I'm giving it to you.
Oh, I thought I want you to beatbox again, but it's
no,
okay.
no.
Thank
This is
you
the end.
again
This is
to
the end.
our sponsors. Without them, this Asphalt 9 Legend Snapdragon Pro Series ESL will not be happening. Thank you again to our Snapdragon Elite Gaming. When winning matters, you want to win? You gotta win with the Snapdragon Elite Gaming, my friend. They are the phenomenal sponsors, and we cannot forget our second main sponsor, because without them, we will not be energized to cast for the game. Who would it be?
What?
It is Monster Energy who boosts us up. Unleash the beast.
Oh,
Fuse,
I'm
please
so
unleash
sorry.
your beast,
I'm
please.
so sorry. Unleash the beast on the Monster Energy drink. But right now, this is the end of the series for this season with me, Fuse, and also with my friend Fasha. I'm so sorry on behalf of the production team, or also from the caster side if we do anything wrong, if we said anything inappropriate. But this is it. This is the end. So Fasha, do you have any last words?
Shout out to the production side. I've seen how they work before the season 1 until season number 2. It is phenomenal. I love it. The layout is just beautiful. Production, sarangeo, very beautiful. Thank you so much.
Lawa.
Lawa, meaning beautiful in Malay. And on the other hand, congratulations again to our qualifiers from the Android bracket to the iOS bracket. Never stop playing game, because who knows, you might win the next tournament, okay? Thank you again to the Snapdragon Pro Series ESL. This is the end for us. Assalamualaikum. Have a great night, and see you guys again next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
The Snapdragon Pro Series is brought to you by Snapdragon Elite Gaming and Monster Energy.
Won't stop going till a player on top know it. Rooftop penthouse suite. If you really want it, gotta own it. Fly through it, we was at the lowest. Blood, sweat, tears, the components. Riding all year, now's the moment. We are not friends, we are opponents. Yeah, I'm coming for mine. Yeah, I'm making a play, the game on the line. Yeah, I've been on the grind. Yeah, I jump in the spot, I made it my time. Yeah, look in the sky. Yeah, the stars align, no shade to shine. Can't stop it already. Emotional work and devotion, we put in this time. Look. You won't stop.
they don't want it with me. You got a problem with me? Love, you don't want it with me. Man, you won't ever stop me. Who y'all really got a problem with? Who y'all really trying to solve it with? Who don't really like the sound of this? Who come with me getting down to this? You better step back, get your neck cracked, get laid down where you best at. Better check that with a fresh map. Get lost now with no extract. Like, look, that's all me. Got my number, don't call me. We eating up, that's all beef. You freezing up, that's y'all's team. Cause we don't really lose no more. All about heating up, leaving that cold. You can see me heating up, killing that show. I ain't about giving up, no.
Nah, cause they don't want it with me. Look, you got a problem with me. Look, cause y'all don't want it with me. If you start a fire with me, then you never gonna stop me.
Ay, sound the alarm. We about to go on. You getting it wrong. Time to go off. Can't hold us back. Truth hurts, you owe us that. My truth lurks, say y'all collapse. Now scoop first where your homies at. Come my team with me right now. My team so mean right now. But what you mean y'all out? It's time to weed y'all out. Okay, we coming back with a vengeance. Time to go start your engines. What is this thing y'all mention? Time for y'all stop pretending, Nah, y'all can't do that. Where your crew at? Y'all can't do that. Nah, where your crew at? Love, man, cause now you alone.